Okay. Yep. Yep. And then, all right. Chris, see if YouTube is twerking. If it's twerking, it should be twerking now. Yes, we're live. We did it, YouTube. We made it. All right, guys, I am so sorry for the delays. Thank you, guys, everybody. First of all, Yama, thank you for showing up so early and then dropping a sub immediately. We love to see it. Thank you, guys. I'm going to try and pronounce your name, Zybo. If I get it wrong, it's your fault for having a complicated name. Zybo Kugami, welcome and thank you for the follow. X-Men, it is amazing. All right, let's see here. Who else? All right, we're good. We're Gucci. Just Yabo? I tried. Zybo, yeah. Look, I made an effort. All right, an effort was made. So I legit died to type that. Oh, man. Let me see. Excuse me. What? Wait, you died to type? Excuse me, what? That's rough. It's a bad time, Bob. All right, we're good, guys. We're all ready to rock. We're going to find a nice little open spot here at Orbita where we're going to live for the next 3 hours. Yes. All right, I try to pronounce everybody's name. If somebody follows me on a platform, I will at least try, do my best effort to say your name out loud. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't go, you know, I tried. I gave it the old college try. An effort was made. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm just some guy. Chris, I tried something new today, and I want you to see if it worked. On your phone, go to YouTube and look at my stream and see if the vertical stream is working. Yep. I'm trying the vertical stuff. Guys, if you notice any drop in the quality in today's stream, I need you guys to let me know. I need to know it's not working. Ooh, yes, the weeklies are out. This is great. So maybe we'll start at Rusalka. If the weeklies are out, we should probably start at Rusalka. No, I'm talking about the weekly quest for the shards. There's a weekly quest from both Orbita. I know what you meant. I'm talking about the weekly quests from Rusalka and from Orbita are weekly quests. They both give 10 end time shards. Definitely worth doing, guys. Definitely worth doing. Quality still looks good on Twitch. That's great. That's good. I was worried that we'd have a quality drop or it'd get choppy, but I figured out what was happening last time. You testing the future TikTok stream? It's up. TikTok is up. We're good on it. I just set a vertical canvas. It's not quite as good as I think as my horizontal canvas. I just did it in like 30 minutes. But it's pretty good. Here, let me see if it's, I'm going to check it on my own phone. Chris is like, I don't know how to make it vertical. I got you, Chris. Let me try it on my phone. Yeah, I'll just try it on my phone. It's no big deal. Just do it on my own side. I forgot how to check if I'm live on the Voidical. This one? Try this. Hold on, I gotta close out of this. Oh, I have a YouTube video open. Maybe that's why. Nope, it's still not working. Is it not going to work on mobile? Me, my videos, and then live. What? Who this way cometh? A tier 1 sub by Abraham. Thank you so much, buddy. We appreciate it, Angler. Thank you for hooking him up, man. We thank you. Did it just change my notification on me? Why did it do that? Why did you do that for me? X-Man. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, thanks, Xavier. Dude, how does it look? Does the TikTok stream look good, X-Man? I guess that you might be like a X-Man super fan because I'm seeing Xavier, and on Twitch it's X-Man. So I do wonder if you're just a big X-Man fan, and if so, how do you feel about the way Disney's handling it? Actually looks crazy good. Yeah, I set this up like in a flash. So this was really short duration. Like I just kind of like popped this up. I'll make it better in the future. But this is what I got for now. And it's just for now. So we'll fix it up more later. I don't seem to be able to get the vertical canvas up on my phone, which is not great. I don't know why that's happening, but what's up, Chris? How come my sub goal didn't reset? I don't know. Probably because it was just there from last stream. It just resets sometimes automatically, and sometimes it doesn't. But thank you so much, Angler, man. We appreciate you, bro. The gifties are a big deal for us. So, like I said before, we're not the biggest. I'm not the biggest streamer in the world. I have. Ooh, look at this. Look at this guy. He pops the Orbita buff. Oh, I gotta run back now. I gotta run back to Orbita. He just popped the Orbita buff. That's what I'm talking about. Chaos Silence is a monster. I have to go back now. I just run over to Rusalka. Do you mind if I ask when I'll be promoted to Hunter? Yes. Ask me off stream though. It's a Hunter question, not a stream appropriate topic. That'd be like asking me if I washed your underwear in front of, my workplace. It's weird. Not the right environment. Fair question, not the right environment for it. It's time to ask my usually stream question. There is a darkness. And right now in the darkness spot that he likes to evade to, the orange is there. So the darkness might be there for a hot minute. Did I wash your underwear? Not yet. Did you put it in the washer? Your wash day is on Friday. We agree. I told you which day is your wash day. Speaking of wash days, Chris, did you wash the laundry? Man, today I've crafted my first salve and I got it to set. Show you the baby? You got it. You know what, Adnarim? Just for you. I got you. I got you. Here's your baby. The baby. Oh my goodness. The coins got super huge when I came in close. Did you launder the laundry or just the usual money? Look at him over there. Dude, I'm telling you, he is very, very cute, but he gets really aggressive when it comes to when he wants time to be pet. He's very aggro about it. He does not mess around when it's time to be pet. He's like, these are my pet times, so hold on, do we have a opening here? Looks like we do. We have an opening here. Nice. How rare. Boom. Let's grab this. Dunskies. Park my horse. Do my thing, turn on my agris, turn on my loot scroll, turn on my pets. That reduce my death penalty because I will likely die. All right, turn on all the boofies. All the boofy-less boofs get turned on. Right? Is everything on? No, it's not on. All right, and then we should be good. What am I missing? Oh, drop buffs. I'm like, what am I missing here? Pop J scroll, and that should be it, right? Am I missing anything? Why does it feel like something's not there that should be? I feel like there's a buff that I don't have that I should be having right now. I'm not really sure what it is. No, Vel's up. Vel's up. What am I missing? I got the food. I got the elixirs. I've got the... I'm missing my church buffs. I'm sitting there. I'm missing all my... Yeah, I know. I'm missing all my church buffs and my villa buff. That's what it is. I am also missing the house buff. You're right. You're right on that one. We are missing this. Oh my goodness, some back order? Shit, that's not good. I'm gonna have to pop all those in just a second. Which means I gotta be careful for a second. Okay, now we gotta put down our tent buff here. Tent. Let's pop, kill all these guys here before I forget to do it. Dude, I'm sitting here like I know that something's off because I can see the quantity's not quite right. There's just so many buffs. You always, it's really, really easy to forget. It's really easy to miss stuff. Okay, I think we're good. We're good. We're Gucci. We got them all. Get our little canvas going. Maybe we'll get a telescopy piece. Hey there, Zeroden. We hope this message finds you well. We're writing to kindly ask you for a moment of your time to check your emails inbox. Thank you in advance. Kick support. You know what? Just because you asked so nicely, I got you. Do I need? Is this time sensitive? Do I need to do this right now, or can it wait until after the stream's over? Because if it's time sensitive, then I need to know. Because otherwise, I don't look at my email when I'm streaming. All right. So the game plan. The game plan. I do have enough silver right now to go tap for a Nov. If I tap for a Nov, I can probably do it. Like, I can debate whether I want to do it after the grind sessions are over or beforehand, because it would be nice. Luck buff from level 5 tent, no? I'm good on luck. I'm fully lucked up. That's not changing. Yeah, my luck is not going anywhere. It's not changing at all. Give me 1 second. I will, give me 1 second. Not luck, I meant drop rate, the 50. I don't need it. I'm already at max. So I'm using a J scroll. I had like so many of those sitting on the side, so. I can use the chat command / multi on. Okay, let me do that. Okay, yeah, let me do that. Kick is teaching me something new. I have Kick support in here teaching me a brand new thing. I'm checking it out. Hey, Zeroden, tired of streaming to Zero? No, I love streaming to Zero. I am Zero. Chris, destroy the bot in the Kick chat. Destroy the Kick bot. Eliminate him. All right, and once you're done, can you just tell me what that command is, and I'll do it right now. Oh, I gotta do this thing real quick, guys. Sorry. Yay! Okay, I think okay, multi-stream has been enabled. Cool. We're good. We're good, Kick. All things good. Thank you. Thank you, Kick support. What's up, Kira? How you doing? Adnair, yeet! What's up, Budlust? How's it going, pal?
They knew you were coming, and it still looked like you ambushed them.
We love to see it. We love to see it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Doing good, Beans? Good, good. I hope everyone's doing well. So far, so good. We are here for the end time shards. We did just pick up the weekly quest, which is a good sign. Means we're gonna get 10 end time shards from that. I think it's very possible for us to get to another Jin fragment tonight. And if we get another another Han fragment tonight, and if we do get to the Han fragment tonight, what I'm thinking is the next thing we're going to start upgrading is our DR artifacts. And I'm like torn though. Like, so tomorrow we get a new grind spot, right? We get the lava frogs. Do I upgrade my PvE stuff because I'm not going to be at cap for that? Or do I upgrade my PvE Lightstone set so I can be at max ready for PvP? What'd you guys do? Listen to all 3 tabs at once? You just get zeroed in surround sound. You know what? That's what you got to do. You got to get me in surround sound. What you'll do is you put one.
It's only a game.
Left screen, one on the right screen, one on the center.
Have to be mad?
Right, and then just have it run by like stereoscopic. Perfect. Do it. Do it. Do it. I would simply implode. Implosion's an option. We like implosions. Things that have imploded have been pretty good. That's how we got the Big Bang. We wouldn't be around if it wasn't for implosions. I mean, was it an implosion or an explosion? I always wonder about that, man. There's no way we'll ever know. There's some things we'll never know that we don't know. You know, there's some things that we will never know the answers to. It was both. It was both at the same time. Yeah. I mean, they say that Big Bang is how everything started, but how did the Big Bang start? You know, I mean, it couldn't have just happened. There had to have been things there, you know? Something had to have been. What if there was an entire advanced civilization that like had a massive war that caused the Big Bang? What do I do with which? Oh, just go to on my phone, just go to Twitch and then just lay it sideways. Thank you. I love that yum. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, I don't know. I always think about that kind of stuff. My theory is we were living in a black hole. Like, there had to have been, like, something, right? What could have caused, like, I get that elements can condense over time because that gravitational pull is a thing. If the entire universe as we know it was in a center point of gravity, it stands to reason that it would have exploded because of maybe increased infinite pressure. I'm with that, but I don't know what would have caused an outgoing pressure, but maybe, right? But what was the things? All life spawned from it. So what was the things? As a Marine, I never think about it. I just Crayola. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Y'all were asking Chris some tough questions in her chat, man. She was like, I saw her visibly start to sweat. I'm like, oh my goodness. They're asking the hard ones. Technically, we are the center of the universe is a black hole. So every galaxy has a black hole in its center. We have a supermassive black hole in that middle of our galaxy, which I don't know, man. I would love to see it. Like all we have is like a computer generated images or assumptions or whatever. Like, you know, what we can think is there, but I would love to see that with my own eyes. Jesus Christ. There's some sites that are forbidden to human eyes, and that's one of them. That is a forbidden human sight. Use your ultimate move. My ultimate move! I don't want to burn it just yet. We have the Titan coming out of this center pillar here, Alex. He's almost there. He's almost there, buddy. We got to get him out. Canada's black hole is Quebec. How am I looking on TikTok there, Alex? What do you think? We got the vertical up. How are we looking, pal? We looking good? I do too. I got out last year. A good setup. Okay, yeah. I did this on the fly. This was like between the time I messaged you, or by the time you messaged me, and the time that I went live. And then like, in the meantime, I had Pax hit me up and he had some questions about my microphone setup. So I walked him through it. We'll ask some stuff later. Sounds good. Oh, I almost died not paying attention. I almost bit the dust. Dude, if this was nighttime, I would have been dead without a doubt. That would have been ending. An end right there. The end of Zeroden. We had to pack it up right there and call it a day. First 6 months is real strange. You know, I kept reading, like I've been reading more and more about the cosmic stuff. Another stream. Hell yeah, let's go, Aki. Let's go, buddy. Thanks for the follow, pal. You going in 2017? Oh man. Y'all make me feel real old. Shit. Is that when you went in? Y'all making me feel old, dude. Oh. I'm pretty sure a gray hair just popped up on my ball sack when you guys said that, dude. Jesus Christ. You're making me feel ancient. You're at the lowest area of Udana here for a bit. You I still almost died. I still almost died. I mean, despite that, I still nearly died, Drawkin. I was paying attention to the chat, not the game. I nearly died on it. I got in 2017, stationed in 29 Palms. Ooh, so you basically went nowhere. 29 Palms, man. Whew.
Soul steal, again.
What is happening? Why? Rolled radio operator. I've been lately doing a lot of historical stuff too. I did a historical dive on D-Day, and I was showing my son like somebody does an animated historical cover of D-Day, and they did it from Nazi Germany's perspective, and I thought that was really interesting. And it wasn't like fictional anime. It was like a historical retelling. But they're doing it from the perspective of Germany. And I thought that was so fascinating. Could you imagine? Like, we always think about D-Day in Normandy from the American perspective. I always have, right? The perspective of the Nazis holding up a staunch defense. I never put really into thought the practical and logistical defensive operation that they put into place, and how many they suspected we were going to show up on 5 beachfronts. Right? They weren't sure which we were going to show up at. And they were not expecting us to be at Normandy. So the bulk of their defenses weren't even at Normandy. And that was just a feint from the U.S. Army. That was purely tactics, like, deception and intelligence and us knowing their capabilities and what they're collecting on and all that kinds of stuff. It's so fascinating to me that they built basically 15,000 bunkers in the span of a few months. They were stripping down industrial, they were stripping down civilian industry to get metal and stuff to build all the things they needed to build a defensive operation. And then just imagine for a moment, right? I'm not saying empathize. I'm saying just imagine how crazy that must have been to be a German soldier at the time on the beach of Normandy, watching what looks like the entire world come after you. The sky filled with airplanes, the ground filled with troops, the ocean filled with boats. That must have been nuts. Everyone's streaming on LinkedIn. You crazy. Jalkin. We ain't running yet. We never run. We die on our feet with our heads held high. But yeah, I was just watching that and it got my head thinking, man. Got me thinking. My noodle was cooking for a second. If you're a German troop, you have to be like, what did we do? Like, you know what I mean? If you're an average German troop, you have to think like, what did we do that everyone's after us? Like, did you think that they thought that they were the good guys? And that we were just being overbearing? Or did they think that they were fighting? Like, I'm not talking about the high ranking. I'm talking about the rank and file. I just have to wonder what was going through their minds. That is what the Germans said as well as they died on those beaches. Yeah, I mean, the whole world's army after them. That's scary. Wave after wave of relentless foreign troops approaching you when you're fighting off of not even your own land, because they weren't fighting on German land. They were fighting on occupied France. Hans, when did the Sherman stop? I mean, that was the other part too. Our tanks weren't even able to make a beachhead because of all the concrete caltrops, the large caltrops they dropped. For the lack of better terms, I think they were called hedgehogs. The concrete hedgehogs they dropped and the steel, what are they called? Hexes? They look like caltrops. Our tanks weren't able to make a proper beachhead, and more than half of them sank. You're funny. You're so funny. You're so funny. Oh my God, thanks. You're hilarious. So funny. Why is it still going? Oh my God. I thought it was just the intro. Dear God, please make it stop. Make it stop. Tell me it's not. No! What is happening? Oh my God. Make it stop. It's over. The nightmare's ended. Thank God. I like how it just ends abruptly, the way I wish it would. Dude, I'm trying to listen to, listening to a song, And I'm just, no more. Please. God, please no. Please no. 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 The funnier comeback was Russia. Well, let me read this in a second. Get to a safe space. The funnier comeback was Russia. Germany thought they destroyed their industrial complex, and out of nowhere, Russia had more tanks and soldiers. Dude, fighting Russia back then in Germany was nuts. They say that Russia had more troops than Germany had bullets. I mean, that's kind of scary. That's kind of scary. But yeah, I was listening to the account of like the final account of German soldiers. They said that their entire bunker was filled with shells, spent shells. They had could you imagine just being on the front line, fighting out of a turreted position for literally a whole day? Like what the mental toll of that must have been. At that point, I don't even think they cared if they died or not. Because like, how could you live with that? Mowing down humans like that. I think there's a mental toll that they would have suffered from irrevocably. There's a difference between being the offensive side for a moral just and being the defensive side for a moral injustice. Although I do wonder as well, if the Allies never took Germany, if we never got a foothold on that beach where we ever discovered what Germany was doing in those concentration camps, would Germany have buried that forever? I think they would have. I think that would have been a piece of history that would have been lost to us. I think that would have been gone forever, out of the annals of history. Because, history is written by the winners, they say. Any other history buffs in here? I don't know if I'm the only person who cares about history. I like looking up history. I like learning about it. I feel like it's an important part of us as humans. Our human story needs to be understood by all generations. So I get it. It's a niche for me. Might not be a niche for you. Die, Titan! Be slain, Titan monster. Yeah, y'all went off. You got spent. Energy's gone. Thank goodness, though. Jesus Christ. I give you guys so many toys to play with, and you choose that same one. Y'all are like cats, man. You can get your cat all the toys in the world, and it just wants to play with the box. It wants to play the box that the toys came in. Did I only get one end time shard so far? So far, no good. I feel like I've only gotten one. We got the buff up too. That's the sad part. I've got the 420%. You missed a good time on Fort Gordon on an army base. The privates in the army were very confused by our rank being on our collar. Many salutes as enlisted. Yeah, if you're like Navy, because you have an eagle on the NCOs have an eagle on their damn chest. So privates are like, what butt fucking naval sorcery is this? Where they just see, eagles on their chest, and they think that there's a million officers coming out. Antiquity is a much more fascinating subject. Antiquity, what's that? Oh, I love history. Without it, we couldn't learn from our mistakes, and you wouldn't be able to recognize patterns. True. But I still just think there are moments in human history, just one decision that can drastically. Oh my goodness, that's not good. That's really bad. That shouldn't be happening. Well, I'll fix it. But I was about to say there are moments in human history that change. It alters the course of human history altogether. And those moments, I think I know how to change that. I know what to do. I'll fix it later. I'll fix it during the next auto grind phase. All right, so one of the moments in human history, right, that changed the course of humanity altogether Perfect example. Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor happened, right? Because Japan was confident. I don't even know if Japan fully understood what they were doing. I don't know if Japan fully understood what kind of force that they were awakening by attacking Pearl Harbor. They thought we can cripple the whole U.S. fleet by attacking Pearl Harbor and taking out most the concentration of their fleet, and they won't be able to join in the fight. That was what they thought, right? But when they did that, that altered everything. The U.S. officially got into the war, right? And so what happened to Japan after that? After that, Japan, 2 bombs. 2. U.S. dropped 2 bombs on Japan, and that was it. But Japan struck first. They declared war. And they had to. They declared, and not only did they declare war, but they declared war late. So technically, Pearl Harbor was a complete sneak attack. They didn't want to, quote unquote, be caught in the dishonor of a sneak attack. By the time the war declaration got translated into English, it had arrived after they had started bombing. They started their bombing run. Yeah, I mean, I don't, but I'm saying, like, you say that, we all know that quote, but I'm saying, do you think they knew when they did it, what they did? Like, I know they knew after the fact, but when they first attacked the U.S., did they have any idea how large the U.S. actually is? You got to think about it, man. It's not like technology now where we understand maps, like, they flew across the Pacific, right, to get to the United States, or they sailed across the Pacific, not realizing that the distance they sailed is almost the distance of the United States itself. How much land, pure land and people we have. Like I knew they bit a bigger dog. Like after the fact, they definitely knew. They were like, oh shit, dude, we bit a bigger dog. But think about how scary that must have been for them. U.S. is fearsome, man. U.S. is scary. We're a fearsome military. I think we always knew it. What the heck is that?
I don't know what any of this shit is, and I'm fucking scared.
Actually, actual Japanese, when they attacked Pearl Harbor, dude, I'm fucking scared. Oh, dude. Oh my God. There's no way that someone in the higher ups dude, I don't know about that, man. I don't think there's a lot of countries that don't to now. Oh, you had a bunch of Tim yes. Dude, yes. I needed more Tim Robinson. Are they just sound alerts, Chris, or are they Elo, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see indeed, man. It's been a hot minute since seeing you, bud. It's good to see you again, man.
I know that. I'm not stupid. I'm smarter than you.
Why is it playing an alert before you play it, Chris? It's something in your settings. You're definitely doing that. I know that. I'm smarter than you. I do that. I love Tim Robinson. Yeah, you gotta get rid of that. You gotta get rid of that, Chris. I need a zip line sound from Tim Robinson. Dude, everything Tim Robinson to me is absolute gold. I mean, a lot of messed up things happened in the Pacific Theater. They did. Come on, dude, please. Stop the madness. Adnarum, please. I beg. Adnarum, I beg. Please. She's like, I put it at 500 bits. Yeah, but she has a discount. Stop dancing, you mongrel. Oh, it's still going, dude. It's so long. It is such a long song. It's still going. It just like quiets down just to trip me out, dude. I hate this. I hate this so much. A good song? In what way is this song good, SLG? There's no version of this that's good. It's all terrible. It's all bad. Thank you for the follow there, Ezra Seth. Welcome back, buddy. It's good to see you back on Twitch too, man. Welcome in. I hate this. They're torturing me. Please. Plus, I have my own music going, and it blocks out my music, and I hate it. So some of you guys are asking some questions about how people are doing that. We added some new stuff. Sound alerts are gone, but we have blurps now. And not just it's not only audio stuff, it's video stuff too.
I feel like you're just here for the zip line.
So you guys can play videos on screen.
All you do all day is go on the zip line.
All you do is go on the zip line. I need the green screen, Tim Robinson, really bad. I need all those green screen ones. I can think of so many. I didn't do shit. I didn't do this. I want those so bad, dude. Yeah, I know. I want the green screen one of him just pointing at the screen going, I'll kill you. Gets close. He goes, I'll kill you. It kills me, dude. I can't handle it. It's too funny. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be around anymore.
I didn't do fucking shit.
Like,
I didn't read
it's
shit.
gonna be
I
okay.
didn't fucking do this.
I didn't do this. Adnarum in Comstar earlier. It's okay, Aki. If you need somebody, you could talk to me. Like, Adnarum, he's memeing. He's memeing. He's not suicidal. He's making a joke. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. I didn't do fucking shit. I love it, dude. It's so funny. I get it. I get it. It was really funny, Adnarum. Dude, it made me laugh. I thought Weekly Reset was every Thursday. So, Calvin, it is every Thursday. However, the way BDO works is Thursday technically hits on Wednesday's reset. So, it already hit. Ow, 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 not the eyes. Ow, not the face. Please. Mercy. It's just going right for my skull. What is happening? Ugh, so many. Thank you so much, Angler. We appreciate you, pal. Even if you pelted me in the nose. I'm pretty sure I have a coin up my nose right now. Ow. Even though it's still Wednesday for most of us, it's still Wednesday for me. But the reset happens today because if it happens tomorrow, then the reset isn't actually until Friday. So after the reset, which for me, it happens at like 5 p.m., after 5 p.m., the day ticks over and it becomes Thursday. Ow. Thank you for the follow there, Era Proxy. Welcome, buddy. Welcome in. Chris, check this out. Let me show you this cool thing. Look at my screen real quick. Be cool. I need to figure out how to make the user list like alphabetical. Ow. Alphabetical or something. Oh, right. I was going to fix the swearing. Hold on. Oh, how did I do that? That's weird. I'll have to figure it out after stream. I have to look at it really closely. Stop throwing things at me, Jokin! I'm gonna throw something back. I'm gonna throw something back. And it's probably gonna be a booger.
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why?
You sure about that? Tim Robinson kills me, dude. What are you working on right now? We're going to get one Han today, I think. Manchi, that's my goal. I have another Han crystal we will get today. I think once we're done with our hour here, we wrap it, right? We go turn it in. We'll do an hour at Rusalka. That should put us probably around 60 to 70 shards. And then we just need 30 more. And then we'll be at 100. And then I can do one more Han. And then we'll go for our Nav tap. But I think I'll do my Nav tap right after this hour. Angler, thank you so much, bro. Big appreciation, man. Thank you, bro. Big, huge. Like I said, I'm not the biggest streamer in the world, so every donation for me is massive. I really do appreciate you, man, more than I can say. More than words will express. So thank you, bro. And I will need it. I am cursed when it comes to these drops. You've seen this. I hit some heavy, gnarly dry spells on these end time shards for some reason. You know, I felt like it got worse progressively throughout the week. But we thank you, Angler, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the stream. Guys, I do have new emotes on the way for you guys. The next emote I have for you guys, it's on the way, is going to be a reference to Excalibur. Right, what from what show was it, Chris? Excalibur? What was it? The anime one. Is it Soul Eater? Okay. We do have a reference from Excalibur from Soul Eater. Eater will be Zeroden holding a great sword saying, "Fool!" So we will be getting a full emote. It will be animated. That is on the way. That is en route. Yeah, it's gonna be Zeroden Fool. Yep, and I am open to whatever emotes you guys want. So I'm thinking maybe like a hype emote would be good. And I'm thinking a cheer emote of some kind. But like Zeroden's emotes are very custom, right? We don't just have like the typical cheer. We need something like manly. We need something masculine. But yes, can we get a hype and a cheer? Chris, can you put those in Skull Chat so I remember? I also have a kitty pets emote I want to do for you guys. So that's another one that I want to do. These are all animated emotes, by the way. You don't have any more static emote slots. These are all animated emotes. Yeah, you have a hype emote. Let's do a paired hype emote, Chris. Let's do one, me and you. No, I'm saying let's do a paired one, like one that pairs together, like our laugh and stuff. I have an idea. Yeah, either opposite directions or maybe if it's like something going up and down, they're like in opposition to each other, time-wise. Yeah. Somebody understands. Kira understands my 500 IQ brain. We'll do a paired emote. People really like our paired emotes. Guys, if you are both a subscriber to Zeroden and you're a subscriber to Chrysidra, show them. Show your laugh emotes. Show them what we're talking about here. I love our paired emotes. Our laugh. You need to change your hee-hee to giggle so that we both have an animated giggle. You need to make your static one hee-hee. Chris? I know I'm saying you got to swap the names around because my animated one is giggle. Yeah, see, they're doing it. She's like, it doesn't work off my channel. They're doing it right now, Chris. They're doing both of them right now to prove my point. She's literally arguing with me, X-Man. She's telling me, yeah, I don't have that one. I only have the animated one. It's animated through Twitch. I know what I'm talking about, crazy lady. Classic Chris. She's over here loot boxing all my. She's being a loot goblin in my real life right now with our conversation. She's a nice lady. She is a nice lady. I love Chris. She's the best. I'm literally spending my day tomorrow for Chris.
Yeah, right, you piece of dog shit! You're fucking dog shit!
Fuck you! You're fucking dog shit! I can't, dude. I can't. I love Tim Robinson, man.
Stop doing that! You stop that right now! Stop it! Stop it!
Tim Robinson's gold. You know what? You're enjoying these for somebody who is a Tim Robinson hater, Chris. You know Chris doesn't like Tim Robinson? I know, it's so good. Everyone likes Tim Robinson. He's good. He's so good. I wanted to add some on yours, but I know you didn't like them, so I didn't add it. I need to like record some green screen Tim Robinson for sure. I'll kill you. I believe it. She says she's a nice lady, and then she does stuff like that. That reminds me of like this this TikTok that I saw, where like this guy was holding a dead mouse over his mouth, and it was like he was talking to his friends, like, "Yeah, could you imagine?" And he held it over his mouth again, and his friend cut the tail with a pair of scissors, so the mouse just drops into his mouth. That would be the end of a friendship. I'd be fighting. I would be.
I mean, you have to know how crazy you sound right now, right? He sounds crazy, doesn't he?
Hell yeah, dude. You guys are on it. Did it not play the Advanced Warfare? Oh, you did. It did play the Advanced Warfare one. I love those, man. Those are good. There's some positionable ones too, and I think there's one where you guys can actually add your own clips, but I don't know if I did it yet. You guys can like link a clip from YouTube if you want it to play on screen. But the only problem with that one is I think it needs a little moderation. Do ghosts ever show up with a It's dancing right on my head. I like it. It's so catchy. You know what's cool about that one? That one's positionable. You can actually move that one around anywhere you want on the screen. The positionable ones you guys can get. So I was sad to get away from sound alerts, but I was really happy to see all the capabilities of Blurp. I knew once you guys learn how to use it, it'd be fun. Because there's just so many options with that one. It's so fun. Do any of these fuckers ever just run through the wall and just jizz all over everything? Like, I'm not kidding right now. I'm not trying to be funny. Okay, I'm being serious. He's doing it while basically on the verge of tears. Comedic genius. He's a genius. I haven't seen his movie, but I want to. He did a movie called Friendship I wanted to go see. I think he has another one coming out. Okay, somebody get that duck out of here. Somebody catch that duck. Meow. Meow. As it goes by. Dude, now you just got to combine them. You got to time them together so the duck goes by and you're nyoming at the same time. Meow. Somebody catch that duck. Adnarum, can you stop fucking swearing? Okay? Swearing too much. You can't just come in here and just drop a bunch of swears, okay? It's a family-friendly stream. Well, thank God we got that fishing supply mission underway. What's going on, Age? How you doing, pal? It's good to see you again, man. Welcome in. I'm getting shards. What are you doing? I have 18 more minutes here, and then we're going to go for our Nav tap, guys. We're going to go for our Nav tap right here at the 18-minute mark. We are on our way. Landscape thing can't be used in groups. That's lame. Oh, you're talking about the what 300 plus AP grind spot is there for landscape to be used anyway? Maybe Gyphon? No, it's not even a group spot. Just melted sealed black magic crystals. Well, yeah, we need a lot of those. I'm a little sad this place doesn't drop them, but I have so many from when I went to DSR that I have almost all the ones that I need for my upgrades. Nearly all the ones I need. I wish these would sell. I need to sell these when I go back in. Yeah, we should have enough to get... I think we're going to get to 100 today. Oh, true. Yeah, Olin's, yeah. I think we're going to get to 100 of these end time shards, though, today. Just given with the quests and then the drops. I think it'll happen. We got the fishing quest on lockdown. We do. That's something we're all very good about doing, honestly. But yeah, you're right, Mist. Olins. I think that's it, though, right? What other 300 plus AP grind spot is there? I think you can ocean fish with 380 AP. No, you can't. Is harpooning even still in the game? Zeroden at 360, 427, try, full try. What do you recommend working on first? AP or DP? Feels like I'm stuck. Cat! Stop! Stop. Whatever you're doing, stop doing it. He just shut off my monitor. Let me think. What do you need, man? Is the real question. Do you need Essences of Dawn? Do you need, are you going for a treasure item? Do you need Orzeka crystals, like for your improved crystals? Like, what do you need, man? That's the biggest question. Do you have artifacts that you need? Do you have your Dekia artifacts, all of them? Like, what are you looking for? What's up, Luna? How you doing, pal? Dude, he just walks by and he just shuts it all down. He just shuts everything off as he goes by. Naren's gonna come back later. Guys, remind me to see if the cat's in the bed later. If he is in the bed, I need to turn cat cam back on. That was a donation, so we always try and turn cat cam back on. We only turned it off because he left. And he left because his brother moved. Lunar Lay, how are you coming along with your grind out here, bro? Are you almost done? I imagine you're probably way further than I am. I'm still working on my 4th Han. And then we're gonna get the new spot here. Have a great night, Drawkin. Rest well, pal. Let's see. Got it. No end time fragment, once again. We're denied. I think I need to get a Tet Fallen God as the last piece. I'm sitting on 4 of those Idana pieces right now. I generally don't know what to focus on at this moment. If you don't, here's what I would say, SLG. At what level is your accessories? If your accessories are not at pen, then you need Essences of Dawn, right? If you're trying to get your armor up because you want to get your Idania stuff, then you need to grind somewhere that's going to earn you money. You could do 2 at once, right? You can go to Golden Pig Cave, get Essences of Dawn, and earn silver. And then take that silver, buy crons, tap your armor, and then tap use the silver, or use the Essences of Dawn for taps as you get them. Just hit the taps easy. Yeah, you're not going to go wrong with trying enhancements, but depending on what level of enhancement it is. Nav neck, Sept belt ring, hex for the remaining. Get the hexes up. Those are easy taps, man. Those have a high chance of going. Get your hexes up. There should be Essence of Dawn sitting on the market. So grind wherever you want for shards. You could probably grind Aetheron for the armor upgrade material. That'll work. We got 12 minutes left of this grind. We're gonna go for our Nav tap. We're gonna do our own Nav tap. Can I have some shards? No. You need to be giving me some shards. I need them. I need my end time fragment shards. You're not even going to use them, Roby Burt. All you want to do is put them on your display shelf. I actually want to use them. Saw the new spots? I did. I'm kind of interested in them. Lava Frog looks fun. Looks like a fun one. I'm kind of hyped for it. We'll see what happens. Made a peppermint mocha ice cream. A peppermint mocha ice cream. I've never wanted peppermint ice cream in my life. You know what's actually a really good ice cream flavor though that goes well with other flavors? Like honestly, disgustingly good. Graham cracker. Graham cracker ice cream is so good. If you guys don't know, if you've never had graham cracker ice cream, get graham cracker ice cream in conjunction with another flavor and thank me later. Get it with like a chocolate or something. Only Nim drops those shards for the armor, right? I think Aethron is the one that does it. What's up, Discard Logic? How you doing, pal? Tiger! Tiger uppercut! I can hear it in my head, Roby Bird. You say it and I actually hear it in my head. Tiger! That's how you know I'm a real boy. And not some clanker. You make your own ice cream? Zero. Zeroden, I like the captions, man. That's cool. Thanks, man. I'm glad you like it. We're trying new things. We're adding new stuff to the stream. We're doing multi-streaming now. We are always trying new stuff. I feel like the captions are one way to just make the stream a little more accessible to people. We also have closed captions too, which is nice. So if the on-screen captions aren't doing it for you, the closed captions will help. But yeah, I feel like it's good for anyone that might have a limiting condition on their audio, hearing. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Thank you so much for that follow there, SLG, Delic. Thanks, pal. I'm surprised you haven't followed. You've been in the chat for a while. I thought you'd been here for a minute. But thanks for the follow, man. I'm happy to have you all the same. Open storage. Let's actually move our stuff to storage. There we go. Blue Table only shows the ruin of Dusky Ruin, Debos, and fragments for the Gem of Prim. I see. What Edania throw are you going to participate in next Sunday? It still has to be Rusalka. I am not going to be eligible for Edania or for Enslar until today. So when I get my next... Unless I get my weapon in Ov. If I get my weapon in Ov, then that happens. Let's go! We'd love to see it. A new sub! Delic, thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for subscribing, man. Appreciate that. Love to see it. We love to see it. It's so good. We are not... Like I said, we're pretty humble around here. We're a pretty humble growing stream, so... Anytime we get a sub, especially new subs, huge deal for me. Makes all the difference because those subscriptions let me do cool things and give you guys more emotes. I love giving you guys emotes. I work on new stuff and I take suggestions for them if you guys have good ones. So thank you, man. Appreciate that. From the bottom of my heart, I do. I take all the things from subscriptions and donations and bits and stuff. I pour it all back into the stream. And then what I'd like to do eventually is get to the point where we are... I keep the ad revenue. Anything we get through ads, I keep, right? But I'd like to be able to get to the point where I can... I just want to be able to do a ton of... Like, there's so many things... Why? Mouse? Hello? Stop. That was weird. I lost control. Oh, I have a piece of fuzz on my mouse. That's why. Okay. Adding a Robert Redford nodding. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like the zoom in, close in nod. We've already got a nodders. I'd have to change the nodders out. I had a fuzz right where my mouse laser was, apparently. Throwing me the hell off.
So you have chosen death.
I did choose death. Nearly happened. Let's go. What are we at? Another... Let's see here. 52. Okay. So we'll be at 62 by the time we turn in our quests. 7 more minutes. I don't think we're gonna make it around. Cat, don't do it. Don't do it. Whatever you're about to do, don't do it. Is that why they're acting crazy? Makes sense. The question is, do I do another 6 minutes here, or do I go somewhere else? I can go somewhere else. I can go do Rosolka. Wait, why is it saying Allen servants cannot be used while in a party? I'm not in a party. I am in a party! Oh, come on, man. Dude, that's tragic. This whole time I could have gotten a telescope piece. That could have been my telescope. I'll never know. I was in a dead platoon. Son of a gun. All right, let's go turn this in, and we'll do a tap. What do you guys say? We'll do a quick tippity tap. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna need it. Let's go. So back to society, grab some crons, and we'll do a tap. If we're lucky, we might have enough for 2 taps at the end of by the end of the night. But we'll see. See storage, sell items, sell all these, shop, sell all junk, repair, right, shop. I'm gonna sell these, sell these, okay. And we're gonna sell these. All right, that puts us at about 5 billion right there. If I take 10 billion out, will that give me enough for 2 attempts? Let's find out. Shop.
Blacksmith proves his metal on the battlefield. That's why I race here to keep your blade singing.
How many taps is this? Should be 2 taps. That's 2 taps. All right, guys. Let's do it. What's going on, Serrano? Welcome in. It's good to see you again. Enhancement. Okay. We have 2 taps here. And Robybert, you want to put up your prediction? I'll let you put up your prediction. I'm gonna do this before I forget, because I meant to do this earlier. Do our model settings. Nope, not that. Movement. Oh, I see. This. And I lean back. I want to be able to catch me leaning back a little more. So it catches me leaning forward, but lean back is the question. Let's see. You go up to 10. Right? No, that's the offset. That's our offset, I think. Let's see. Yeah, this is our offset. I need to know with our lean back. Maybe it's this one? Let's see here. Where's my lean settings? Physics, drag. Yes, this is offset. I want to know how to do like a lean. I've done this before. I just can't remember what it is. No, not that. Maybe this? Nope. I'll have to figure it out later. I want to make it so that when I lean back, it's more obvious to you guys. All right. And away we go. Are we ready, Robes? Are we ready for the tap? Are we ready to go? All right. And away we go. Easy, Nov. One more time. 335. And guys, look. It's just going to go. This is a guaranteed chance. It's a 100% chance. It's going. I know it says 1.6. It's 100%. 100% fail. Failure rate of 100%. All right. Memory frags. We tried. We did our best. There, recover max durability. Bam, bam, and bam. Yeah, it was just 100% the opposite direction. Yeah, it was a miscalculation. That happens. You get it on attempt 69? God, I hope I don't have to attempt that many times. That'd be a lot. A lot of attempts. But it is a very slim chance anyways. Let's go subjugate some Nymphomares. What do you guys say? Subjugate the hell out of these Nymphomares. They won't even know what hit them. You just won 56% of the way to the cat redeems. How many points do you have, Robeebs? How many points are you sitting on right now? I mean, yes, I asked because I wanted to know. So yes. Correct. We got our damage reduction scrolls. That's good. Damage redux. Take it. Oh, good. Good timing. We're actually headed to Nymphomaria right now. Perfect timing. Move that over. These over. Sell these guys. I'm so mad that I sold my ginseng. It was such a dumb move. I went to go use it and I sold it. I'm taking a little snack break. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Well, cat cam has been redeemed. But there's just no cat in the bed right now. They ran away after they got fed. That was actually really funny. Did you guys see that? He just showed up, and I just showed up, and we saw each other on the minimap, and we just come around and look at each other on the look at each other in game, and then just ignored each other, like go back to it. He walked away. We basically played chicken. Turn on our drop rate goal, because why not? We're out here anyway, may as well. We need 800 of these guys. Where'd my weapons go? What the hell? Now, hopefully, we're actually using our landscape painting. Back in my day, that'd be a fight, indeed. Back in my day, it would be too. Not anymore. Now we're peace-loving. We're good people. We're good folks. We love peace. While we grind for our end time shards only. How's the progress going? It's going slow. I mean, it's just because the end time shards are slow drops. But tomorrow, I am kind of curious how this new area is going to change the dynamic. We should be getting the upgrades for the new crystals. Or not the new crystals, the artifacts. And that's kind of a big deal. And we should be getting one for the Adania mods. It's also kind of a big deal. And also, we'll be outside the cap, so who knows how deadly those mobs will be. Because right now, I'm able to put on some DR. I don't know how deadly they're going to be outside the cap. Right now, we're just here for our quest. That's it. That's the only reason we're doing Nymphomori. Otherwise, I'd be doing Obrida. I'm not really a big fan of Nymphomori. I think this is like, of all the 3 new grind spots they gave us, this is like the worst constructed one. You amplify the DR Lightstone set? Not yet. Not yet. I want to. That's what I'm going to do after I get my next AP one done. I'll do one more AP one, then I'm going to work on my DR ones. What's going on, Goldstein? How you doing, pal? Yeah, subtitles. For guys like us who can't read, doesn't really make a difference. Oh man, bro. When you were talking last time in your stream, you were like, you're trying to get me to talk about a pretty good subject, but it was like really early in the morning, and I'm like, bro, I'm like, I have 10 minutes. I'm hanging out. I'm vibing. I got 10 minutes. I wanted to. I would have been like, dude, if I was off, I would have been like, hey man, let me get in there. Let's talk on voice. That'd been fun. Your big head's blocking the subtitles. Good. That's how I like it. I like it a little bit. Oh, let me fix that though. Should be better. Oh my God, I vaguely remember. I forgot the subject. I forgot what you were talking about though. They hit Chris with some tough ones today. They were asking Chris about the whole Charlie Kirk thing. I was like, damn. Chris was streaming. I was like, she doesn't know anything about that shit, dude. Where do you think she learns that from? Me. I'm the one who's in tune with that crap. You know what happened, right? You know what happened today? Kind of a sad day in American politics. I mean, even if you're not political, it really doesn't matter. Somebody was basically shot for political beliefs. Publicly assassinated, for lack of better words. Really, really bad day. It's one step closer to being a third world country. Made me a little sad, man. Yeah, dude, it's bad. It's rough. You know what also like kind of hit us too? We had that stabbing of the Ukrainian refugee this week. That was also really rough. I'm like, what is going on, man? The world is just, are we devolving or what the hell? No, they never said, Manchi. The person that did it allegedly was very mentally ill. He's been catch and release in the prison system many times over. So we don't know what caused the stabbing. And as far as the murder, all we know so far is that it's politically motivated and nothing else. Which is not a lot to go off of. They did catch the guy, though. Same. It's terrible. We have First Amendment rights. You know, we have a First Amendment right here in the United States. To imagine expressing your First Amendment right, and then because you're doing your First Amendment right, you're then murdered. Like, you're not committing a crime. You're literally just expressing your own rights. That's why we have the amendment. I don't have to agree with everything somebody says, right? As long as they're not hurting anyone, they're not committing a crime, there's no problem. They didn't catch the guy? I thought they did catch the guy. They said they had him in custody. Maybe it was early reports. Yeah, it really can't not be political. Yeah, he was at a political rally, so. And he was the head of a political faction. That wasn't random. There's no way that was random. It's not like he owed the mob money and the mob came after him at his rally. Although that would be something. Yeah, allegedly the guy they arrested was some guy causing problems. Okay, so they didn't catch the actual perpetrator? Still, man, it's miserable. It's a terrible time. Terrible time to be, you know, like, I don't care what side of the political aisle you fall on. It's more like, bro, this is our country. It's a bad time for Americans. We're at the point where Trump almost got assassinated right during his presidential run. And now we have political commentators being assassinated for being political commentators. That is an insane time, man. That is a really insane time. Like, I know a lot of people didn't like him. People did like him. I remember when I was talking about this, somebody said to me, oh, he hated people like you. And they linked an article of how he hates Muslims. I'm like, I don't give a shit what he hated. I don't care. You can hate whatever you want. That doesn't mean we want them to die. He didn't preach, go kill these guys. He just said, I think this. Whatever his thoughts are his thoughts. Right? You can have opinions. There's a very big difference between having an opinion and wishing somebody died. Even what's worse, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Look, if this is you, you know who you are. If you're out there fucking celebrating the death of an American that was expressing his First Amendment right, you're dead fucking wrong. You're dead wrong, and I think it's disgusting. Shame on you. There's people out there that are celebrating this shit. They think it's something to laugh about, to jeer about, to smile over. It's not. It's just not. Shit is not okay. Never. Never will it be okay. And I hope that everyone understands that. Like, I don't care what you have heard me say it many times over. I'm a fan of the human condition. I care about people. And part about caring about people is also caring about people's safety. The basics. You shouldn't have to fear for your life at a political conversation for having an idea in your head. Unless you're like hurting somebody. Like if you're committing a crime, like let's say you're hurting children or something, you're committing a crime, that's very different. You know, if you're a terrorist, I don't give a fuck about you at that point. You can die. You know what I'm saying? But if you're just expressing yourself, if you're just talking, that's crazy. You see the video of the Utah governor yet? He had a good speech, ended with a reminder that Utah still has the death penalty. That's badass, first of all. That's badass. Second of all, good. Welcome back, Sandris. I actually like listening to these debates. I did too. But you know what? Like, there's a lot of other creators that now have to worry about, are they going to be assassinated? Are they going to be attacked? Ben Shapiro, right? He's a political commentator. Is he going to be attacked? I don't really know a lot of like leftist political commentators that aren't like actually mainstream, but like I would hate to see something happen to Stephen Colbert because he had a political belief. I think that a lot of the shit that he says is stupid. Trevor Noah. I hated Trevor Noah, dude. I thought Trevor Noah was garbage. But I would never, ever in a million years ever want to see this dude attacked for having those beliefs. Attacked or wish death upon them. I don't ever want to see them be physically harmed. We're devolving. That is third world country shit. That's that's the kind of shit you see in a country like Russia where you can't talk about your political opposition. We're getting to that point. That's craziness. Does the same game Asmongold was talking about it? Yeah, I mean, sure he did. Asmongold's like an actual political. He actually does a lot of political stuff now. I stay informed. I like to stay informed. I don't agree with all his takes, but Asmon does have some good takes. Some of his takes are fucking bonkers. I'm like, I don't know where you're coming up with that. Where did that information even come from? A lot of people buy into their own political bias, or not just political bias, but just knowledge bias in general, you know? It just is what it is. Hey, they send their drones to Poland with Polish SIM cards and said it was an accident. Yep. I mean, some of the stuff they do out there is you're talking about the front lines of the Ukraine-Russia conflict. They do a lot more than that. I'll tell you that right now. They do a lot more than that. Some of the things they do is insane. Look, I've seen some shit. All right, if you ever want to see something really terrifying, watch some of the drone footage that's coming out of there. That stuff is insane. The drone footage goes nuts. These kids are like hiding in a trench. A drone flies overhead and just drops an explosive on them. They die. That's the scariest sound for them. Like for me, I remember distinctly the sound of IDF coming in. I know what indirect fire sounds like coming in. I know what a rocket would sound like. Right? It makes a very distinct noise. I don't know if Mike will pick it up, but I'll imitate it. It goes, right? It's a very distinct sound. That sound gives me goosebumps when I hear it. There'll be a generation of Russians who will see drones as nothing but terror weapons. It's not a fair fight. I mean, that's what Russia wanted. They wanted an unfair fight. That's literally what Russia wanted. Ukraine's a much smaller country. They're like, okay, well, we'll just attack you, take your resources. And then they didn't expect the entire world to back them. When the whistling stops, better be in cover. Yeah, true. You know what I'm talking about, right? Discard. And who is my veterans in the chat? If you're a veteran in the chat, say aye. If you've been specifically a combat vet, somebody who's done coin operations, just throw an aye in the chat. You done coin. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. There is a sound that you can hear it in your head right now. You know exactly what it sounds like. You know that that's time to take cover. I'll remember that forever. But they'll have a very different version of that. Just, you know, we'll hear a drone and it's nothing. They're going to hear a drone and think we're dying. I played Battlefield 2. Not quite the same. Not exactly the same. Slight differences. The mechanics work a little differently. The respawn is really brutal. Not combat, you're a pogue. Yeah, but you've even if you were a pogue and you've been to a zone, I know as a Marine you probably were in lots of, you know, risky areas. You probably took IDF. You would know what IDF coming in sounds like. That's coin operations. You worked at the Home Depot and cleaned up old veteran home for free on the weekend once? Yeah, just a little bit different. A little bit different than we're talking about. Just slightly different. Slightly different circumstances. Yeah, I mean, there's things that we remember, you know, I remember when I first came back, when I came back from that first deployment, I walked out of my car once and I did the thing that I always did, which was I would run my finger through my strap to know that my rifle was on my back or it was in front of me. And I'd just grab it real quick. I'd touch it with my thumb. And when I didn't feel it, my heart skipped a beat. I remember when I first came back, me and Chris went shopping, and it sounded like somebody dropped the pallet of something in the back, but the sound that it made my heart stop for a second. It's not like it's weird because when we were in Afghanistan, not really a problem. You know, I expect to hear IDF, so it didn't really cause any alarm. You know what I'm saying? But it was something about when I came back, my mind was like sent to a different place, and it felt weird. Tap the chest to make sure the plate carrier is good. Dude, mine was kind of jacked up. That was before I had PRK done, so I wore glasses. I didn't get inserts for my iPro before I moved out there. And I remember being a young PFC, walking around, getting chewed out by a Sergeant Major for not having my iPro on. I was like, I can't see with them on. And I didn't have inserts, so I had to basically choose between being protected or being blind. Bad time. Where are these mobs at? Hello? Hello? Mobs? Jesus. I'll never forget that. There was one time where I was walking in the downtown area of the FOB, and I walked by I remember I was pretty badly nearsighted. I had myopia pretty bad. I was like a 40% myopia, right? And there was a lieutenant colonel who was kind of coming at me from the side. And he had said something along the lines of, "Oh, you don't salute officers?" I was like, I didn't know what it was, you know, because like, if you can't see, if you have myopia, a lieutenant colonel and a specialist look a lot alike. They're both just blobs, and I'm much more likely to see a specialist walking around the downtown area than I am a lieutenant colonel. So I go, "I'm sorry, I didn't see you." What he said to me, I'll never forget. He said, "You better make a damn effort to see." I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I actually just can't see you. Yeah, you're right. I'll make an effort to be less nearsighted. My bad. Oh, shit, man. Oh, that's very sad. We have a big problem in democracy. Different parties don't talk about what makes things better. They just talk about how bad they do. We've had what's it called? Like slander politics for years now. Instead of talking about what they're going to do, they slander the other guy, and that has a toll. That takes a toll.
What the
and
fuck
people
is
aren't
this
talking to
world?
people anymore.
What have they done to us?
Even amongst
what
each
did they
other.
do to us?
That's true. What do they do to us is exactly right, because even amongst like party lines, like there's families being torn apart over party lines. It's crazy. You know, fathers and sons not talking because of different political ideologies. The division's getting really bad, and I think it's like the newer generation has a really hard time articulating thoughts with groups that don't agree with them, and it's rough. It's bad. We have a generation of people that just, if you don't agree with them, they don't talk to you. It is really bad. And the thing is, like, they're like, good. I'm like, not good. You don't understand. You're devolving our society by omitting your opinion, by omitting your participation. It has an effect on us. These guys just don't get it. It's sad. They're not interested. I mean, it'd be different if somebody's being belligerent or obnoxious, but whatever. I had a thing happen today, but it was really deeply personal. I want to talk about it, but I don't know if I should. Chris, should I talk about that thing that happened earlier today? I want people's opinion. I want to know if I'm being an asshole or not. I don't feel like I am. Without using names. Yeah, but I have to use relationships. Ravikar, what's going on, pal? Ahlan wa sahlan feek, buddy. I know you don't speak Arabic, but I appreciate the attempt. I wasn't listening bit. If I got into a heated argument, I need to take a break and calm down. I would just continue the level-headed later. Yeah, I just, it's more like they just, the generations now, we're not communicating with each other. We're not, you know, like the newer gen, if they're on the opposite side of the political ideology, they're not with it. They're not talking to you. They won't engage you in conversation. They're not trying to have intelligent debate. I can replace names with cute animals. I can just easily use the relationship to boy. All right, guys, listen. Look, I'm going to explain to you a scenario. I'm going to ask you guys if I'm the asshole. I don't feel like I'm being an asshole, but I want you guys to tell me if I'm being an asshole in this. Because I'm looking for external input here, not necessarily validation. But this is an am I the asshole? Right? That's what I'm asking. All right. My mom wants to come visit, and I love my mom, right? I'm down, right? I love my mom. I'm down, but she only wanted to come visit after my sister came to visit. I asked her many times beforehand. She said no, and I just gave up. And then my sister came visit. Then my mom wanted to come visit. Again, I love my mom, right? A month ago, she asked me if it was okay for my brother to come with her, and I said no. I do not want to entertain two guests at a time. I have too many things going on between my work, my wife's health, my children, to entertain a second guest at the same time. Like that. Right? And I also have Hildine here, right? Because I'm helping him out. So I have a lot of things going on. And I can't entertain my brother, who my brother likes to be the center of attention. He likes to be, he wants to feel special when he's there. And my brother in the past has asked for my information, my address, and he was being really weirdly pushy about it. I'm like, why do you want this so badly? And he said to me, after like I kind of got it out of him, he basically said he wanted to just drop by as a surprise. I'm like, that is the opposite of what I want you to do. That's why I'm not giving you my address, because I don't want you to just drop by surprise. If you want to come here, you plan that shit out. Don't just show up at my door. I don't have the capacity to entertain you on a whim. Right? I've told him this. So he knows my propensity. I don't want random surprise guests. My brother thinks, Novamus, thank you so much for the follow. And that hurt. Tiger's hurt. He is a very narcissistic person. My whole family's giga narcissistic. They're very, very narcissistic. I had to it took me a long time to living amongst other people to understand the guilt tripping, the narcissism wasn't normal. I grew up in that environment. I thought it was normal, but it's not normal. Hi, Nav. How you doing, buddy? We're in the middle of a Am I the Asshole story, so I'm going to continue on the story. All right, so he just wants to show up at my door, and I'm like, I don't want that, man. I know you want to be the center of attention when you're here. I love you. You're my brother, so I'd like to provide that for you. I'd like to be available for you and compromise, right? So it has to be around my work. Anyway, so my mom wants to come out. She asked if my brother can come. Keeping in mind this information about my brother, where he just wanted to randomly show up, I said no, and I explained why, right? Then my mom is supposed to come. This was we set this up a month and a half ago. My mom's supposed to be here next week. Right? She's supposed to arrive 7 days from now. Right? She bought her ticket and all that stuff. I was like, cool, I'm looking forward to seeing you. She's like, I can't bring him. I'm like, yeah, Mom, I want you to come alone for the first time. And then after that, we could talk about a joint venture, but I need to plan it around my work. Right? So TLDR, my brother messaged me. He's like, hey, do you want to do a surprise for the kids? I was like, he's like, oh, you down to help me out with a surprise for the kids? I was like, hey, he's talking about my kids. He's older than me, Novimus. He's older than me. He's a fully grown adult. He's my older brother. So, if you want to do a surprise for the kids, I said, what kind of surprise? And then he describes himself. I'm like, no, that is the opposite of what I want. I've told you many times before. I've told you this. I've told you this. I do not like surprise guests. I don't want you to just show up at my house. And when Mom asked if you can come, I told her this time, no. Right? I say this to him. He gets offended. He's upset. I'm like, I'm just saying that I'm not saying no, we can't hang out. I'm not saying no, you can't come. I offered to do it on Thanksgiving. I offered to do it on New Year's. I was like, let's just do it at a different time where I can entertain you when I'm not at work. Right now, I'm not off work and Mom wants to come out. I'm happy to see her, but I'm at my limit. Right? I'm not at the asshole part yet, Afi. Just wait. Right? I'm like, I set my boundaries to in my mind. I explained my boundaries to my family members, and they, in secret, collaborated to do it behind my back. So my mom then says, or my brother says, all right, well, I'm coming. I'm coming anyway. I'll stay in the nearby city. I'll stay in a hotel, but I'm coming. I'm like, okay, well, that's the fast track to piss me the fuck off, because you're asking me, I told you no, you're not taking no for an answer. Your mom knew this was a boundary for me. You know it's a boundary for me, and you're not respecting it. So I'm gonna take that as fucking disrespect, right? And he was like, wow, I can't believe you're acting like this. I'm like, I'm not acting like anything. I told you where the problem was for me. I don't have a problem with seeing you, but I made it very clear. And you guys are both working around to you already bought tickets. You asked me a question. You didn't actually really ask me. You had already bought tickets to come out and see me. Excuse me? It's not okay. So he's like, well, I'm coming. I was like, all right, if the visit from Mom comes with a visit from you, then neither of you are coming. I'm done. And I called my mom and I said, hey, Mom, he had told me in that conversation that my mom had asked him, he said, Mom begged me to come, right? And I'm in my head, I'm thinking, okay, that's a lie. That's probably not true, right? So I call my mom and I say, hey, Mom, did you ask him to come after I asked you not to? And she goes, I did. And I'm like, all right, Mom, I'd love to see you, but I can't handle multiple guests like that. So I just cancel your ticket. And she started throwing a little guilt trip, like, oh, I'm hurt now. You hurt my feelings. I was like, I hurt your feelings? You betrayed my trust and I hurt your feelings? Like, I'm not 12. Like, that might have worked when I was a kid. That shit does not work now. Like, you don't get to be the victim when you are literally collaborating with somebody to get behind my back, to circumvent my boundaries, and then the two of you guys are making it about you. My brother's like, I don't want to come. If that's how you're going to be, I don't want to come. I didn't want you to come. I didn't ask you to. What the fuck is that? What kind of shit is that? And I could read the conversation verbatim, and I probably will. Right? But am I being an asshole? My mom's acting all ass hurt. I'm like, look, and I still left her the option. I go, if you want to come by yourself, you're still welcome to come. But if you choose not to come because of whatever, that's your choice. And I'm going to tell the kids you chose not to come. You made a decision that said you don't want to come. And her argument, she said, well, I don't want to travel alone. I have this, I have that. I'm like, my mom travels alone to Africa and Lebanon all the time. And I'm like, they're going to put you in an airplane. I'm going to pick you up on the other side. You're not really alone. You're just going to be alone in the airplane. Right? So am I being an asshole? You're not being aggressive enough? That's what I felt like. I told my brother, I was like, show this conversation we just had to anybody you want. No one's going to agree with you that you're not being a narcissist right now. You're being a narcissist and you trampled my boundaries and you think that that's okay. And you're trying to gaslight me into thinking that I'm the bad guy. He was like, don't make me feel bad. I'm like, no, you don't make me feel bad. And I'm not going to feel bad. I'm cognizant enough to know what you're doing. Right. So it's like, not the asshole. Boundaries are key and must be respected. Nope. They wouldn't treat anyone else like they know you, or they know like that. You don't get a pass because you're family. And my family does that all the time. They always do crazy shit and they expect a pass. I'm like, you're not getting a pass. If you're going to treat me worse than you're going to treat a stranger, then don't fucking come. That's crazy. Sounds like you just want to be a part of your life for the time he wished to come over. But since you said no, he's not understanding your time. I told him that. I said, look, man, I'm okay with you coming over. But we will schedule that on a separate time, and I want to be off work because I want to enjoy the time together. I don't want you to come out while I have to balance the workload around it, right? And my mom, I explained the same thing to my mom, but my mom was like, I want to come anyway. And I said, okay, that's fine. But like, I already have a strained relationship with my family because of years of this. This is not the first time they've trampled my boundaries. This is like the 100th time they've done that shit. And at this point, I'm just putting my foot down. I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm like, you guys are already caught. Mind you, all this drama happened on my lunch break. And I eventually had like my niece calling me. I had a bunch of other people calling me. There's like, whatever. My brother was like, oh, I'll come. I just won't see you. I was like, no, you're going to, because what you're going to do is you're going to come here. You're going to say you were one town over. And then that I didn't let you come see the kids. And then you're going to act like, woe is me, I'm a victim. And you're going to go back and tell our extended family how much of a bad guy I am because you can't take no for an answer. I'm like, that's not appropriate. No, they push you in a corner. Plus, if you're reasonable about the boundaries, it's you being grown up and them having a tantrum. That's how I felt too, man. I didn't feel like I was being an asshole, but it's nice to get some, like, confirmation. You want to see it from the outside in. I give this scenario, am I an asshole? A 1.5 out of 10, not the asshole. And you smell minty fresh rating. All right. I'll read the conversation to you guys afterward. It's kind of nuts. It was like, it's really disappointing, honestly. I'm not surprised. And that's I guess that's the sad part. I'm not really surprised it happened, but I'm upset it happened. And I think I have good reason to be upset. I'm like, they should know better. They're adults. They should know better. It's like one of those reels, a Minecraft parkour background video, and the narrator telling a story about Am I the Asshole stories. Didn't think it actually happens. I hope you guys make amends soon enough. Well, so like the relationship with my family is more complicated than that because there's been a lot more than that happening. This is just like the latest. And I'm at a point where I just don't need the drama. I don't need it and I don't care. So I'm just like over it. Your ass is minty. I mean, come take a look. Come take a sniff, my friend. Bring that tongue out and let's find out. That rhymed. And it's clipped. And we clip it. All right, we have about 150 more of these Nymphomari mobs and we go back to Orbita. Should be at our end time shard number that we want. I'm hoping we get to 100 tonight. I'm hoping it's not going to do it to us what we did in the last few streams where it gave us like nothing and just really 5 hours of Aether Isle, not a single debo. Oof. I'm not a big fan of this spot. This Nymphomari spot. Although the boss here, I need knowledge on him still. Can you arrange another visit for your mom without your brother? No, my mom's the one who told him, apparently. Like, so here's the problem as well, Manchi. No matter how you cut it, they lied to me. My brother said my mom begged me, right? And then my mom said she asked him. And then he said, so when I asked my mom said she asked him. And then he said that she didn't ask, that he asked her after the fact, after I said cancel. So no matter what, I'm getting lied to. One of them's lying to me. At the end of the day, someone's not telling the truth. I can fully understand you. I also have a complicated relationship with my family. I also prefer to go in a combat zone and leave them. And I also left my homeland. Like, for me, it's just like, man, it doesn't, they just have to treat you well. That's it. Like, my sister gets it. My sister's great. She came over for a visit. I loved seeing her. She gets it. Simple concepts like consent, you know, permission, respect. Simple concepts. She understands perfectly. Yeah, I found out recently the AP buff on Warrior resets or activates if you use Flow Ankle Break, then Grave Dig. Just make sure Flow Ankle Break doesn't activate all the way. Let me see. Well, I got to do it first. Let me try it. Try it out. What about the AP buff? I know the crit buff does. You have to Q count. How do you go into Flow Ankle Break then Grave Digging without completing ankle break, without Q blocking? My sister's my younger sibling. Seems to be a pretty low drop rate. Here it does. Chris, I feel like here it's pretty low, yeah, for sure. Lily Twain, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing? Why aren't you grinding Orbita? I'm doing the weekly quests, Aphie. I'm just doing the weekly. How's your game going? So far, so good. We are, we're just grinding right now, trying to get our weeklies done. I did get my, what's it called? I did do 2 taps on my weapon. They didn't go. No luck. No love. We'll get them eventually. There's always next time. But so far, so good. We're just out here earning the silver and making the gains. Sounds like you're trying to be an adult about it, and your older brother is like, hey, it's cool, young bro. Chill out, man. You're still... Yeah, like, I like my brother. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate him. But he does not respect boundaries. When I used to stream in my old place before I moved, he would often just invite himself over and just, like, walk in while I was live and start talking to me like I'm not doing anything. And he had been explained many times. Like, I'm, like, sitting in front of an audience of, like, 100+ people. And... I mean, that's fine. Like, I like visits from my brother. I don't like visits from him unannounced. If you tell me you're coming over when I'm not streaming, you know what I mean? I'll make time for you. If you just pop in and I don't really have a choice, I can't stop what I'm doing for you. What's up, Broccoli? How you doing, man? Long time no see, pal. I think you held the Flow Ankle Break too long. I didn't hold it, though. I was holding the inputs for grave digging. That's what I'm saying. Like, it just, you can't actually execute grave digging while ankle break is happening. Since when have you been streaming on Kick? I started recently. I mean, I streamed a couple streams here and there, Lily Twain. I streamed a little bit here and there on Kick. But I'm doing multi-streaming from now on, so we'll be on Kick indefinitely. So, if you're enjoying yourself here, you can continue to do so. Why is this guy over here trying to eat my mobs? What is this fucking guy doing? You're not gonna outdamage me, you fucking nerd.
So you have chosen death.
I've got 23 left, and I'll just burn some karma on this loser. Because I can. just like Guardian runs in, it's like guarding this shit. I'm like, bro, you're not gonna out damage me. I appreciate the tip, the help. I'll take it.
That was
But there's a reason I'm getting loot, you're not.
inconceivable.
You see, he just walked away. Wait, do you? No, I don't quick slot it. Do you quick slot yours? Do you have a day off work from the office? A day off work from the office. I'm sorry, Lily. I wasn't paying attention to chat while I was fighting. But TLDR, I stream 3 days a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I work an active duty military schedule, so yeah. I just when I'm off work, I come in and I stream. So yeah, I need something to watch. Dude, I wish I had that kind of time. I'd stream during the day if I could. Now just press SF, then Shift M. That's what I'm doing. I have to execute the full grave digging, or I'll try it again. I'll try it again. Just give me a second. Let me try it again. The hell? Was it on? It was. They were both on cooldown. Have you seen earlier Alien Earth yet? Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Me and Chris have been watching through it. Yeah, look. Oh, I see it. I see it. It's right there. Interesting. Yeah, I see it. That's a really specific timing window. Yeah, I don't really need to do that though. Honestly, I'm at cap, so I'm comfortable not doing that and using the crit damage from ankle break instead on the following. I think I finished the quest. I'm good. Why are you running? Don't run. I wanted to play stupid games and win stupid prizes. He's gone, Yama. He's gone, buddy. That's a wrap. What a weird fella. I'm about to go over to grind Orbiter Yama. Otherwise, I'd say yes. Because I'm just going to have to drop parties as I get there. Sexy beast. Dude just runs up, starts grinding my mobs while I'm there. I'm like, okay. Can I help you? If I could what? Don't run, you'll just die tired. He ran any channel swaps. He put his tail completely between his legs. He made his outie an innie. He can find Yama once again, showing you he can find anyone, anywhere, anytime. True. Yama knows me. He knows my habits. Yama knows my habits too well. All right, we're at 79. So 21 to go? Can we get 21 in 2 hours? That's the question. Can we hit 21? He finds you too. On entirely different games. Classic Yama. Zeroden, I tapped a 10 disto, and I'm sitting on 325 at 408 with it, 320 at 413 without it. Would you recommend keeping it or selling it for another upgrade? I would sell it. Listen, there's no point in having anything that's not a Karazad. So if you have a pen disto, sell your pen disto. Get a Karazad. You should also get a custom overlay so that your stream looks better and attracts viewers. Yeah, you know, I wish I had a custom overlay. That'd be so cool. Yeah, I wish I had a custom logo and overlay. I'm glad I got these generic ones here. Fucking what? Get this bot out of my fucking chat, Chris. Yep, it's always kick. Fucking. Should you just melt the disto for the Essence of the Dawn? Essence of the Dawn aren't worth what they used to be. The Essence is worth more right now. When it was at max price, it was. Let's see. Essence of Dawn. Essence of... Yeah, I mean... Versus a disto. Oops. Oh, yeah, dude. The Essence of Dawn are definitely worth more. Yeah, they're definitely worth more. 720 Essence is definitely worth way more. It's the tax money aside, it still works. It's still worth more to do the Dawns. Okay, let's do this. I don't think I've done this particular one. There we go. Do you feel the same lack of PvP? I grind all the time doing Node War. One RBF after Node War, that's not enough. Bro, I mean, the reality is, how often do I sit here and grind? Like, I'll PvP for months. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I'm done with this grind, I don't have to grind anymore. That's the other part of it. So, I'm kind of okay with it. I mean, once I'm done with this, I'm done. I'm working towards my telescope, which I really want. I'm making the gains that I really want to make. So it's a triple win for me. Yeah, where's that human engineering guy when you need him? There we go. Another one down. I wish I could get the chat on screen to appear the same way it does to me, where it shows your individual colors and your symbols in the correct color of the symbol. That's all I want. Right now it's like one or all or none. 21 to go. We'll hit 100. My name, yeah, it's purple for everybody. But I'm saying for me, I see you in your individual colors. So is your tier 11 still ruin, or did you... It's still ruin. Why would I change it? That'd be a blasphemy. That'd be blasphemy, honestly. How could it not be? It has to be ruined. Yeah, you guys see it in purple on screen. I'm saying I see your individual colors. Brockter Lee, what is your malfunction? Yeah, Brockter. It's been a while, man. Where you been? What you been doing? Hiding out? Hiding from me? Are you still a red player, Broccoli? Still red? Are you doing, are you grinding for any of the Idania stuff? Are you trying to get, like, any of this content? Been slacking? Yeah, that's the crux of being red, because you want to run around and do the fun things, but the reality is, as gear starts to progress and you don't keep up with it, you're putting yourself at a severe hindrance. Behind the gear curve, yeah, that's that red player life, man. It's tough. It's rough. Nocrogen has the same problem. Well, if you're not getting these end time shards, you're down a lot. We talk about 3 AP per gin, enhanced crystals too, it's a lot. Before Idania, though, a lot of people didn't have the motivation. Nowadays, there's a reason. You know, there's a reason for the season. People are gearing up for a purpose. Name every player. Just go to Land of the Morning Light, Roby. Just record that little end scene. That's crazy that they put every character, every family name into an end credit scene. Who does that? It's wild. I don't know, man. 20K concurrent players is a lot. 20K is a lot, still. Well, I know it's not what it was, but it's still a lot. You guys want to see something cute? You guys want to see something adorable? Look at this adorableness. Look at him. Oh wait, I gotta switch the bed. Hold up. There it is. There you go. There's the adorableness. My bad. My bad. It's a new type of cat. It's an Inviso cat. What? Oh, it's disconnected, Chris. Yeah. Unplug it and replug it. If that worked. Give me a second. Look at him. Look at him. He's being so cute. This is the only time he's adorable. If I go to pet him right now, he'll bite my hand. I'm not trying to die to these mobs while I pet him. He's loafing though. He looks kind of sad. This is his resting state. He's normally he's actually just a demon. He's a goblin of a cat. I promise you, he's not sad. He's looking for damage to do there, Red Dasher. He's looking for trouble. He is cute, but he's a goblin. He is cute, though. I love him, but he's a demon. He's the main antagonist. He is. He's the recurring villain. He's the main villain. You know what's real? You know what's wild, Yama? When I have guests come over, people that he's never met, he is so... Please. Please. Oh, thank goodness. It's a short one. It's the bait. Yeah, he's always nice to the people that come over. He acts all sweet. And to me, he's like a growly goblin. It's insane. Come on. Holy hell. Please. Please. The other version's still freaking going. I beg. Please, I beg. I know, it's loud for me too. They are. They're animals. I can't believe this. There's no way you guys are doubling each other. This is ridiculous. How is this happening? How is this happening? Hildine, I will go in that room and I'll bite your ears, goddammit. No way. Please. 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 Make it stop. Please. Help. Friend dudes. Make it stop. Why am I still hearing this song?
You're saying we're allowed to swear. I'm saying big fat will come and horse con, and you're getting mad.
Please. Make it stop. Holy hell, dude, it's still going. It never ends. I feel like it's Groundhog's Day. It just never ends. I just want it to stop. I just want it to stop. I just want it to be over. Oh, come on. Stop dancing. Jesus Christ, thank God. Thank God. There is a Lord up there and he cares. I made it in. Are you having fun, Chris? Are you having fun? I died. I died. I can't
Emotional damage.
I lost a whom. This is ridiculous. It never ends. Please. How am I going to replace that? Whom? Oh, cool. I'm glad that's sitting there on the marketplace.
You caused the total breakdown in their team structure. Well done.
Yeah, so nice. I lost a whom, man. I lost a whom in that insanity. What is happening? What is this? Oh, almost got again. I don't know. It is nighttime? Oh, it is nighttime, you're right. I gotta replace that home though. Maybe we'll do it right now. I've never heard the full remix. Chris is the one who hates Baby Shark. She hates Baby Shark and she hates Toad swinging from the chandelier. Chris, get the banana. Chris, get the banana. Chris. That one fucking kills me, dude. It's too good. I don't know the reference. I don't need to. I just like it. I can like it as it is. What you got for me, Cass? Something to recover. Feed your soul. I like it. Good title. Let's do it. I turn my music up so I can hear it better. Hi, Cinabella. How you doing? It's a nice jam. Chat, would it be crazy if we swap games after this grind? Kazam. Dude, Final Fantasy. The thing is, like, I want to be done with this grind before Tactics is out, but I don't think I'm going to. I just want to be at least where I'm comfortable before Tactics comes out. Because I'm going to be streaming Tactics. Peak would be fun. Peak with Chris. Naz. Cass. It's late for Cass, so I don't want to keep her up. It's more like it's late for Maz, and I want to keep him up. He's the one I'm not trying to keep up. Damn, dude, that shit hurts. I have the same problem in October. Duet Night Abyss comes out. What's Duet Night Abyss? Once Tactics comes out, bro, I'm gonna be playing it. I love that game. I just love the hell out of that game. I'm back on Funker 530. I blame... What's Funker 530? What did I do? I didn't do anything. It's not my fault. You can't blame me for that. Thank you, Cass. Appreciate that. That was nice. That was a good jam. Followed up by a little Lindsey Sterling. I think it'd be cool if we played Peak modded. There, because you can put like 8 people in a modded game, right? I kind of wish Peak had more players, though. That'd be fun. Lance Sickus, welcome, buddy. Welcome in.
Give me back that filet fish. Give me that fish. Give me back that filet fish. Give me that fish.
Woo! Well, that's a good one, dude. It's a good find on your part. Give me back that filet fish. Give me that fish. Aki, I think your priorities are a little mixed up. Garmoth in 3. I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna skip Gurmit. Wait. I never popped my drop off. I'm cool. Nice. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk away from this. Restart our hour. I'm gonna get my home fixed real quick. How do I make a combined home again? He's gonna home. I'm homing. I'm homing hard to this. All right, how do I make the combined one again? I need a dark red fang crystal. Oh, shoot. Do I have spares? I don't think I do. The dark red fang crystals is going to hold me up. I don't have spares. Oh, I could just buy one. We bought it. We bought it. There's some on the market. Grab 100 of these. So what else do we need? Harmony. Okay. Let me get her harmony. There we go. Now we just simple alchemy these together, I think. Boom, 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 bam. Where is it? Where's the whom? Is it heating? No, it's not heating. Where'd the whom go? Yeah. The heck? Alchemy? What?
Bob the Builder, Gatling Big Six. Bob the Builder, let's recap.
It says simple alchemy. When I select simple alchemy, it's not there. Where's the whom? The heck? Whom? It literally says simple alchemy. Let's look again. This crystal cannot be processed. So cool. I guess we're buying a whom. Ridiculous. That one can't be processed. Got it. Thanks. I have the one whom that's not processable, apparently. I don't know why. It is a combined one. I think so, Evazil. I think so. Might have just been kicking around. Whatever. Tali me banana. Daylight come. Me won't go home. Give me 1 sec, guys. I gotta hide my screen for a sec. Just need a second. Let's see. I'm just adding. The annoying part about breaking a crystal is you have to re-add it to every other build of your crystals. So you have to like go through and just re-add it over and over and over again. It's kind of annoying. So anytime you break a crystal, you don't break it once, you break it everywhere. Which is what we're fixing. There we go. I think that's good. Should be all of them. Cool. Good. We're good. We're Gucci. It is an annoying thing. I mean, I understand why they have it. They need it's otherwise there's no crystal market, but it is annoying. J scroll. The hour begins again. It begins anew. Here we go. I mean, also, it's the only thing that prevents, I guess, red players from feeling like they're caught up to everyone else. There should be a consequence for being red. It's a little heavy-handed, but as a red player, your concept behind crystal breakage and mine is different. Can I link my current gear and you can let me know what's the most efficient route for upgrades from 58 bill, from the Pendesto, thinking Vel, Garmoth at least. Yeah, link it in the chat, man. Go ahead and link it. I can't really look at it while I'm grinding, but I know that my chat will look at it and they'll give you some advice. We got some good folks in here. Smart stuff. If you still need your Vel's heart, I would say the Vel is the bigger upgrade than the Garmoth. Garmoth's good, but the Vel's bigger upgrade. 10 buff? I have 10 buff. I have 10 buff. I'm good. Chilling. The hour begins anew, right here and now. I almost ate shit again, dude. Holy hell. These mobs are no joke at night. At least nighttime's almost over. The combination of the golem and the mobs attacking me at the same time is what hurts. You're not going to see it because I have a 100% drop rate from my J scroll. Did a new episode of Alien Earth drop today? You know what we did? We subscribed to Paramount Plus yesterday. They have the Knuckles show, the one they made from the movies. So far, it's pretty good. And we watched like one episode in. Pretty good. I introduced my kids to Ren and Stimpy. Paramount Plus has got some good stuff on there, man. Chris showed me her favorite episode of Ren and Stimpy. You know what else they have? They have the new episodes of Beavis and Butthead on there. We started watching that, and that shit was funny. Chris, if you want, after this, we should watch some more of that. You hear me? I'm down. Cuddle on the couch, watch some Beavis and Butthead. Would you suggest doing Con? I just need 3 weeks to get magic from Quest. Vel is kind of hard, but it's a good placeholder. I would say Vel just because the other stats that it gives you, the DP plus the AP on the Vel's heart, is really nice. It's more sheet stuff for just grind goals. A lot of people do, but still, the sheet AP and DR that you get from it is not avoidable. No, he does not. Not so far, anyway. I'm surprised, though, they retained the movie actors, the movie voice actors. Yeah, getting either of those hearts is tough. But I mean, you can just pre-order it and then not worry about it. Keep the pre-order up and keep working on your next thing. We got, it should be, nighttime should be over right now. I don't know why it's still nighttime. I feel like the day-night cycle sometimes gets desynced. Should have been over 2 minutes ago. You have so much knowledge to catch up on. Yeah, you do. You're all, and it's funny because you weren't even off the game that long, but a lot happened in the little time that you were off. You missed the whole summer cycle. Welcome back, Agewell. $82, that's it? Pathetic. You need 18 more of these. I can go, all right, listen up, chat. I can go for 100 of these, or we can break it up and do an RBF after we do this one. We can do this hour and do an RBF, or we can go for 100 fragments. I'll let you guys decide. It'll be after this hour, though. We have like 47 minutes left out here. Everyone's freaking grinding Orbiter, dude. It's ridiculous. A little ridiculous. Also doing 10th anniversary log. Yeah, I'm down for an RBF. I need a little bit of a PvP break. We can jump in together and do that as a team. Can't do Orbiter yet? Yeah, well, Orbiter is like the end game right now. It's the most end game grind spot. Not that it's doing me any good because I'm not getting any drops out here. Not one. Ridiculous. Tomorrow, we'll be able to get our last piece. I was really hoping I get a knob. If I can get a knob, then I would be able to do Edania or Enslar. Good night, Ravicar. Rest well, pal. How am I not getting a single shard right now? This is insane. I hate when this happens. Sometimes you're out here, you'll get like 10 shards, 11 shards in an hour. Other times you come out here and you get nothing. You get nothing for a whole hour. It's ridiculous. The inconsistency of the drop rate here is maddening. I get them AFK horse training, tell them to go sub 50, and yet they still go the same route with the same... Yeah. Some people like literally do not learn, man. They will make the same mistakes over and over and over again. I do that. I have a sub 50 that I life skill on. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want a life skill on a character that no one can mess with? Especially if you're gonna do it outside the safe zone. I don't get it. Mods, can we get a shout out for Chrysidra, by the way? You guys haven't already, man. Give her a follow. Chrysidra's my significant other, my best friend, my BFF. She's sitting right next to me. She rated me today. So we want to give her a little shout out. If you guys got that heart at the top of your screen for her, please make sure you click it. Click that heart. If you like my shit, you're gonna like her better. She's way more chatty than I am. I'm in the background of her stream all the time. Give her a follow, guys. Give her a follow. I meant to show you guys those messages. I was gonna read them to you. I'll do it after this hour. Talk about it because I want to. I'm gonna go over those messages with you guys. Oh, you're not hearing it like you're hearing it verbatim. People's getting killed in safe zone with sub 50 characters anyway. You're not wrong. And they're not going to punish anybody either. They'll punish people, but not the people that are actually behind it. They'll punish people's alt counts that are behind it, not the main account. It's most I can do without dying. Looks like it is your cat, actually, Reaper. That is literally your cat. I just have him. He keeps coming here whenever you have him out of sight. He just comes over here and role plays as my cat. Cat steal. You're looking at your cat? You don't know where he was earlier. That was a pre-recording video. Pre-recorded petting. If he looks like your cat and he acts like my cat, it's probably a great cat. Oh, it's Alpha. My wife. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, everyone knows that black cats can travel through shadows. That'd be kind of cool, though. Like, if cats, like, based on their coat color, had abilities. That'd be fun. See you live and had to swing by to show support. Hey, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Loving Wukong on console. What would a Calico be? Ooh, what would a Calico be? What ability would it, like, if Calico could have ability, what would their ability be? I'm trying to think. Calicos are really cute. You can talk about like I love a tortoiseshell calico. Those are the best ones. So adorable. God ever put Zeroden in charge of IRL patch to be interesting? Oh yeah, I do all kinds of random shit. Orange Tabby, without a doubt, Orange Tabby would be the element of fire. They would have fiery footprints everywhere they go. No question. They would be all flames. How do you extract a Garmoth Hut? Use a Mirror of Equilibrium. You can get that off a vendor. Just purchased off the vendor. Cats can do what? It wouldn't be just cats. Dogs would get powers too. I make it so every husky could bark the alphabet in order. Yeah, the blacksmith vendor. There you go, yeah. From the blacksmith agent. You can buy it right off that guy. You used to live with 3 huskies? That sounds like a torture session. Were they all the same, or were some of them like red huskies? Huskies are considered what they call an ancient dog breed. I had no idea that was even a thing. That's what they're called. That's what they're considered. Ancient dog breed. That is an actual zoo. Zalem, but you're describing just a zoo. That's not pets. Did you know that my channel, like based off of just metrics, just you guys watching or whatever, we're like the top 0.25% of Twitch? I had no idea. And there must be like a bajillion unknown streamers, man. That's got to be it. I don't know how we're so high. What's up, Ellie? Welcome in. I started like looking at metrics recently, and I was like, huh. I was like, how is this so high? Why not golden retrievers look like a Wiseman? Golden retrievers seem like good dogs, dude. That's like the quintessential American dog, you know what I'm saying? You get a dog, you get a golden retriever. How could you not? Huskies are not like a new dog, like not like pets for new dogs, dude. They're just too high energy. They're crazy. You get a husky, it's gonna burrow to China in 3 seconds in your backyard the second you blink. They are. They're like they're I don't want to say vanilla, but they are kind of vanilla. German Shepherd. German Shepherd's a badass dog, don't get me wrong. I had 2 German Shepherds when I lived in Africa, man. When I lived in Benin, there were 2 German Shepherds. Rocco and Robbie. That's what they were called. They were great dogs, dude. Great dogs. One day somebody jumped over my fence. You didn't hear any barking, not one dog noise, just the pitter-patter of feet sprinting at the guy in the darkness is all that it was. It's all they heard. Then a guy screaming. They're just their feet running, dashing alongside of the house at maximum speed. And then a guy yelling at the top of his lungs. He didn't realize he was getting attacked by land sharks. Huskies are the type of dog to steal your shoes at night and burn your hedges. If you don't, Huskies are super high energy. I had no idea. I fostered a husky for a little while. It was an insane dog. Cute, super cute, clinically insane. I named him Baron. I took derpy pictures of him on purpose. He was a quiet dog for a husky. He wasn't very loud. He didn't make any noise. When somebody would come to the door, he'd do like one quiet bark. He'd go, bah. That's it. It was the cutest shit. That's all he would do. Bah. He was not a barker. I tried to get him to howl. He wouldn't do it. I'm like, how come this husky won't howl? I think it's defective. Your golden barks. Yeah, aren't goldens supposed to be like more on the quieter side? Thing about dogs is like you never know when they're going to chill out. Like a young dog versus a mature dog, very different. For cats, it's like generally what you see is what you get. They don't really change much over the years. Dogs could totally mellow off. Huskies are pretty quiet. If my ex and her daughter would start laughing, it would just enjoy. That's so cute though. It's supposed to be chill, and everyone thinks it's not friendly because he barks so much, but he just really wants you to pet him. Hey, James, appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, James. Thank you for jumping in with us on YouTube, bro. Appreciate you. I have a friend with a golden that will go berserk and try to sniff you if you visit their house. I had a friend that had a golden that always had a specific boot in its mouth. Anytime you looked at this dog, it had a shoe in its mouth, and it would make sure it would greet you at the door with that shoe in its mouth. I don't know why. It didn't want you to take it from him. It didn't want to play with you. It just wanted the shoe in its mouth. I like how the Titan, when he shows up, does a superhero landing. Like Spider-Man. Emotional support for him, it certainly was. Like I said, super cute. The dog's name was Link. I'll never forget it. I remember when he, like, I didn't really, I just come from Africa, and I was visiting a friend of mine, and I think that might have been the first golden retriever I ever saw with my own eyes. I was already an adult. Deadpool superhero landing. Hey, a devil ring. Nice. Not what I'm here for, but it's something I got. Look, we've been out here for 35 or for 21 minutes with 0 shards. Not one shard in 21. This is crazy. Dude, where are the end time fragments? Where are they at? Why is this happening? Take your advice about, yeah, you never get rid of something that you need or that will earn you passive income. Passive income is money over time. Think about it this way, Martin. If with fishing gear, you earn 1 billion silver a night, in 30 days, you've earned 30 billion silver, right? Never sell something that's going to earn you passive silver, ever. Passive silver is like the way you get ahead in this game. Suck Warrior is better than Awakened Garden. Big Dick Suck Warrior. Awakened Garden? Like a vegetable garden? I didn't even know this came in Awakened formed. Did you? Freudian slip? What kind of fruit grows in it, or what kind of vegetables grow in an Awakened Guardian? A druid class confirmed, yeah. Won't be Ascension, it's the Awakened Guardian. The garden. Yeah, true. The existence of an Awakened Garden indicates that there is a Succession Garden. He's right. How does Succession Garden differ from an Awakened Garden? I realize an investment now. I tapped the Penn Black Star fan, so profit. I'm going to buy full. Pre-owned is rough. Just FYI, pre-owned is rough. Does not do its job well. You'd be honestly fine with Floramos or what is it called now? Manos. Pre-owned is kind of tough. It's a lot to enhance. Dude, I'm hyped. Tomorrow I get to get my armor. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time, Bob. I wonder if people are hitting the end of their end time shards grind. I guess not everyone has the same amount. I need so many more of these end time shards. It's insane. You waiting for the new Suck Warrior buff? What's the new buff? What's the new shiny you're getting? They nerfed the class E buff overall, like even for Awake. How'd they nerf it? They take away our 500 HP. Ah, missing the 20 DP. Yeah. PA does not know what to do about Warrior, bro. They're so confused. They're so freaking lost when it comes to Warrior. They have no idea what they're doing. I'm serious, bro. Warrior is dying out one buff and debuff, one nerf at a time. For it, we lost defense stacking, we lost slows, we lost our CCs, we lost... we haven't even gained anything for him, really. Warrior is basically just like, it's lost its identity, man. They really don't. They just throw spaghetti at the wall and they just see what sticks. Like, oh, the players didn't like that. They rioted. Warrior's particularly bad right now. I wish it wasn't the case, man. I don't know how a company goes so awry. They're really off the charts on that. Class balance is the one thing they can't figure out. They do so many things well, and they just do some things just so off. Class balance is definitely one of them. It needs more protected mobility, not more mobility. We have mobility, we just don't have protected mobility. And that's what makes Warrior feel old. It's because you can't move without getting CC'd. The inability to move without taking a CC is pretty bad. It's pretty rough. They'll buff Striker again. What they'll do. Not Suck Zerk. Suck Zerker only gets buffed when Striker gets buffed, and Striker only gets buffed when anyone gets buffed. And if anyone gets nerfed, Striker also gets buffed. Striker has been consistently one of those classes that gets like the best of the best. You know how Suck Zerker plays in PvP and this year Awaken Zerker? Play Awaken. It's not like Awaken's in a terrible state for PvP. Pretty good. Only thing Striker isn't good at is large scale. Why aren't they good at large scale? Because they can't just like tank a whole raid or what? True. Yeah, there is a lot of ranged. But at least he can move in and out of combat with protections. Warrior is like, once you're, like, there's no getting in or out. You're kind of screwed. It wasn't so bad before, but now it's like so bad. Everything that they did, one step at a time, they just made Warrior negligible. About 31 minutes left of here. We're not getting any damn end time shards, that's for sure. Our dreams of getting 100 tonight doesn't look realistic at this point. The drops are just so bad. 84, we're like 16 away. We're not making any. We're making 0. I'd love to end it on 100 though. Yeah, I mean, all they could do at that point is be a diversion, right? K-Rod, welcome, buddy. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome in. You still have Agris points? What the hell? What am I doing? Still have Agris? What is I doing? you can. Sork has always been a good diversion, dude. You have no idea how many times we get into fights. I'd be like, ignore the Sork. But he's killing us. Yeah, stop fucking standing still and just ignore the Sork. You're making it more powerful by trying to fight it. They just changed Awakened Zerg so much, doesn't feel like the same class I played 4 years ago at all. Yeah, Warrior's kind of like that right now. It's just, it's lost a lot of its identity, a lot of its core characteristics. The way it plays and the way you have to counterplay right now. It's like Warrior is basically in total bitch mode. For a armored class, does not play that way for sure. No one will buy it. You're talking about the fragment that lets you get your Fallen God? For an armored class, it sure has 0 protection for it. That's what I'm saying. It's like so negligible. Warrior's like, I don't know. It's not great. Do you think BDO is a position when new players can enjoy the game, be able to compete in the future with those who have been playing for several years? Hangski, there's about a 6 to 7 month uptime if you're going hard. That's what I'll say. You can get there, but it's not like you're not going to get there in a month. You're not going to get there in 2 months. You'll get there in like 6 months. But it really, like, one of the things I like about this game, Hankski, is the always on nature of the game. It's one of those games that you can play and you'll go to work and then your character will make progress while you're at work. So I also can and do play multiple games while I play this. I play BDO, and while I'm playing BDO, like if I want to load up a side game, I'll have BDO fishing in the background. Yeah, exactly. You're making progress as long as the game is open in some capacity. That's one of my favorite things about this game is that you just, I know it bothers that like some people hate that, but I stopped playing BDO for like a year and I really missed that. I'm like, I missed having this game open. I just missed being able to come back on a quick lunch break and do something that meaningful. I mean, yeah, that is one thing you could do, I suppose. I'm not going to pretend I haven't done that either. I think we all have at some point. Let's just be real. We've all been there. What I like about this game is that it's clearly ahead of its time in terms of graphics and combat, and I don't see any potential competition on the horizon. I agree. It is ahead of its time, but there are so many things that it did poorly that really they lost a lot of people on it. And it's also because of their own internal engine, they have problems that they can't work out of the game like desync. They can't work those problems away from the game. That being said, though, what you said, the second part, is true. There is no real competitor for BDO. There hasn't been one, and there's not one coming on the horizon. The closest opportunity to a real competitor we had was Chrono Odyssey. And we don't know if that's even going to be a real competitor yet, because it might not even be the same type of game. While I liked what I saw from Chrono Odyssey, I'm not convinced that that's what that whole game is going to be like. And I'm not convinced it's going to be a great game yet. Now, if they address all the problems that people are having with it, sure, there's a great potential there. But right now, in its current state, not really a competitor for BDO. If you aren't touching yourself while playing a game, are you really playing? Yes? Yes, you are? What the hell? The team seems very responsive, at least. That's very good to me. Yes and no. Like, they are certainly quick to respond about some things, Ellie. But I definitely find there's some things that they'll just keep mum about. And it's not really the fault of the CMs and the GMs. It's just the way the Perlibus is structured. If you consider their structure as a whole, Perlibus has some kind of very weird secrecy around the way that their company is organized, and then that secrecy translates into the way that feedback is received to the company. Let me put it this way. Let's say you had a really good idea that could change the game for sure. They could change the game for the better, and you know for sure it would. How do you transmit that idea to the devs? Well, you communicate to the CMs. And the CMs will straight up tell you that they can't guarantee that what you say will ever get to those CMs or will ever get to those developers. They'll tell you that directly. I know, because I have basically tried and approached PA in so many different ways. I kind of know what works and I kind of know what doesn't. I know who listens and who responds and who doesn't. I know who does their job and takes their job more seriously than others. I know who will listen to you just because you have a name and who will listen to you because they care about the game. And the people that would, like, honestly, one of the GMs that care the most is one you hear from the least. It's Lemuria. Lemuria cares a lot about this game, cares a lot about the people in the game, cares a lot about how it's structured, but you'll never hear from him. Not directly, anyway. He's helped me out in a number of things when I've needed it. GM Ash, I don't think he's PC. I think he's console. Very passionate GM CM. But yeah, I don't know. Ellie, actual thought here. Am I ever going to meet you at any of these, like, meet and greets, conventions, any of this shit? Are you coming to TwitchCon by any chance? You gonna see you at that? I was wondering that the other day. I'm like, I think I met a lot of people from the BDO community going to different Oasis events and going to different real life events, but I was like, I don't know if you do real life events. You might not. I don't know. It's always weird as a VTuber. I'll show up to something, yes, but I'll go 100% incognito and not talk. I was about to say, yeah, you can't talk because your voice is very distinct. I usually go in costume myself, so people can't. No one knows what I really look like, and then like I'll come back incognito. I do that from time to time. If you want to get your feedback to PA, you should send your video to Blue. He'll turbo FPA until they lose sleep. I hear what you're saying, and you're not entirely wrong, but also some of that is embellishment. I was kind of like dumbfounded when he was roasting PA and he had, what's his face in his chat? Can't words. Endlave in his chat. And Endlave is like talking to him directly to save face. I'm like, what the hell is happening here, bro? Half the time PA doesn't even play test. They do use their global test realm in a really weird way. Most MMOs, when they have a global test realm, is exactly that. It's so the players can test it, and what you see in the global test realm, not going to be live necessarily. It's going to be like, depending on a lot of feedback. It usually sits there for like a number of weeks, right? But with Pearl Abyss, they basically use the global test realm as a sample realm. This is what you will be getting. So come try it out in advance. There's no feedback system, and if they got feedback from the global test realm, they can't action it fast enough for it to not hit live servers. It's very rare that something goes to the test realm and doesn't make it to live at this rate. So I guess I just have to wonder why they call it a global test realm and not a preview realm, because that's more of what it is. I love this jam, by the way. This is a good one. Such a good song. Chillin'. Melodia. Yeah, the way PA handles it is it's just weird by MMO standards. It's not necessarily wrong. It is weird. When I played console, we would joke that PC was the test realm for console. And on PC, we joked that Korea is the test realm for NA. But here's the other part, too. It's interesting to me how Korean players blame NA players for what happens, and NA players blame Korean players, like, oh, they only listen to Korea. And I keep telling people, I'm like, bro, they don't listen to either of you. Y'all are gaslighting each other. You think that Korea, Pearl Abyss Korea listens to the Korean player base? They're having the same problem that we're having. They think that NA controls it, dude. They think that NA is the ones responsible for all these changes and all these decisions. And NA is like, it's always Korea. Korea does this. Like, they don't listen to either side, man. They don't care. They just do what they do. If you make a video and have it translated into Korean, I've done that. We used the closed captions on a video to make sure that our last video, the one we did last September, that's how we made sure it got to Korea. And I feel like a lot of the changes we asked for, we got. To be honest with you. But then they went in a complete different direction too with like I'm having class problems now, not so much game problems. I'm not really in an upset state with the game. I'm upset state with the class. But the class is the lens of which we view the entire game for a lot of players. So not great. What the hell, Kaz? Muhammad, welcome, buddy. Welcome, man. How you doing, pal? This is what we're doing, and you will like it. Pretty much, yeah. They just do it. They just kind of try stuff. That's one thing I do actually admire about Prolibus is they're willing to just try things to see if it works. But the problem is when it doesn't work, they react way too slowly. That's their biggest weakness. The strength, trying things, and not being afraid to just try things that people aren't really asking for, but they feel like they might like. Weakness, not reacting fast enough when it's not liked. Hands down, bar none. Ow, 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 ooh, ow. Nice, we're making decent end time shards now. I think you guys just need more ocean content. When was the last time ocean content was, aside from like new boats, when did you guys really get new content? I'm not talking about new gear. I'm not talking about new boats, actual content. It's cool that they have new gear and new boats, but what good is that without new content to do it with? Imagine if they gave us the Godslayer armor and gear, but didn't actually give us Edania. It's kind of like what's happening on the ocean players. I like the idea that there's a type of player that never wants to make port. He just lives out in the ocean, you know? I always like that. One thing I would ask PA is to put a Val's Heart into a sea monster as loot table. A Val's Heart? You mean a Val's Heart? Literally the entire group, the entire PvP community complained about the node war changes, and it took several months, 95% of the players going to retirement, and the complete collapse. That's what I'm saying. It just took too long to revert the change. All they had to do was go back, unpatch it. I mean, right now, I think, let's take a look. How many nodes were taken today? How many nodes are actually owned? Not owned. Not owned. No guilds. No one's owning any of these nodes, dude. No Rise here. No guild is occupying. I'm just looking at Serenity right now. One of Bebop, never heard of them. No guild is occupying. There's a lot of nodes that go unoccupied. I think there were, like, how many fights were there today at today's node war? Like 2? It's not a lot. But like, it's really the biggest problem is they took away GVGs. And they're like, no, we didn't really take away GVGs. I'm like, yeah, but you did functionally. You functionally took away GVGs. And that's the problem. God. I would love if being a red player worked like hardcore server, where people can all see you on the map, and instead of having such heavy-handed punishments, it just makes it so everyone can see you on the map and you can't unflag. That's how it should be. Instead of having really, really heavy-handed punishments. People can see you coming on the map, they can avoid you, or they can fight you, they can run you down. That'd be so fun. I'd be a red player in an instant if it worked like that. If it worked like you were in the top 3 in hardcore mode, remember that? That's how it should have been. Being a red player should have put a target on your back like that. Totally non-negotiated node wars. Yeah, they'll never get away from that, though. Any system that players can control for profit, they will never get away from. People will always cheese it. You see the patch, what it patches for tomorrow? What does it patch? No, I didn't see it. Anything I should be on the lookout for? I'm going to go over those DMs, guys, in 15 minutes. I'll go over those messages we were talking about earlier, where I asked you guys if I was being an asshole. I'm going to go over those in a bit. 15 more minutes, we'll go over them. You going to love it? It's your PvP here? What is it? What changes? Can I get end time shards in PvP? That's what I would love. Holy hell, I would love that, actually. Hold up. Hold up. Guys? Guys? Just had an idea. I just had an idea. What if those Edania shards, right, from grinding, gave end time shards? And you can get those, or what if from like AOS or RBF, you can get end time shards? Be pretty good. Be pretty good. You can make money for PvP, crazy money? Really? Really? I like money. That's all PvP. That's why I loved AOS so much, because I made money doing AOS. My gear score goes up massively every season. I made most of my money, man. I made like 200 billion silver in an AOS season. I just grind AOS, and I don't even touch mobs. Yeah, but like, how are they making it so you get money? I know you lose monster AP when you get a sovereign weapon, but so what should I enhance the Sov to be okay? What should you enhance the Sov? What do you mean, what should you enhance it to? You should be losing monster AP in the transition. You should be gaining it, and also you should be putting on reforged stones. Yeah, you need to get those reforged stones, man. Yep. Some of the more important ones are on back order, but if you put a pre-order in, eventually it'll fill. This thing is not... I'm not getting these end time shards. Jesus. I still need 14. It's like it's just not happening. Why? That max drop rate. Little pony, welcome, buddy. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow, my friend. I do wonder... Wait, is tomorrow... Are we getting the presets tomorrow? I think we're getting the presets tomorrow. I hope those presets work on artifacts and stuff, dude. That's gonna be great. I DM you a video on Discord. All right, I'll check it out off stream, man. Do I have to check it out right now? Is there something I should be looking at now? debating whether I want to do a whole another full rotation before I call it or not. This is like, it's Chris. I don't watch Chris Pauly, bro. What are you talking about? You can't send me Chris Pauly videos. Can't be doing that. His voice is a trigger warning, man. Dude, it's so sad. He actually puts out good content. But his voice is so bad. Can't watch it, man. I can't watch his stuff. I don't let people post, I don't let my own guildmates post Chris Pauly videos in there without putting a spoiler tag on it. It's triggering. Nah, bro. Maybe now. I don't know what he is now, but that voice was not AI. No one's intentionally making themselves sound like that. No way it can't be real. He's been doing it for years. He's been doing it before the rise of AI, bro. Where's a good reference for reform stones to apply? All AP, back attack, crit damage. I like to put in DR and down attack. You can choose what you want for the other two, but I put DR and down attack. What skill add on using? Hamad, if you type in my... Well, you're on Twitch, so I'll just show you. But you can go to my Garmoth real quick. Let me pull it up real quick. In 1 second, I'll just link it to you. Give me 1 second to kill the Titan, I'll link it to you, okay? Because my Garmoth has it. How many Hondons? 3. I'm close to 4, but it's just being a stubborn bastard about these end time shards. It's not happening for me. Okay, let me do that for you. There you go, Muhammad. Did that go through? No, I'm trying to send it to him on... Can you copy the link and send it to him on YouTube, Chris? There's a YouTube viewer who was trying to ask it. And I can't... I'm trying... For whatever reason, when I go to the YouTube chat, it just doesn't send. We'll get it to you, Muhammad. Give me 1 second. Dude, this is absurd. Why can I not get these shards to drop? There you go, Muhammad. Right there, buddy. It's right there. Go to my Garmoth link. I'll show it to you, but it's better if you just go to the link, because then you can look at it however you want. Give me 1 second, okay? There you go. It's just a PvE one, though. I think I could make a custom Garmoth link now. I don't know how to do it though. It'll be under family name, account name. There we go. Now we have a custom Garmoth link. Should be garmoth.com/Zeroden. Let me try that out. Garmoth.com/Zeroden. Nope. That didn't work. Let me try this. Characters. How can I link to this individual character? No problem, Hamad. No problem, brother. Good luck, pal. What seems to be a trainer's flute and a celestial calling horde? A celestial calling horde will summon your horse from literally anywhere. A celestial flute will summon it somewhere nearby. So you have to be somewhat close to the horse. It doesn't have to be on screen, but it has to be somewhat close. Whereas like a celestial calling horn, it could be on... my horse can be in Serendia, and I can be here in Edania, and I can summon my horse to me. Nice, nice.
That's why
And we love our warrior class. We do love our warriors. Sell this crap. Sell this crap.
Back in the heat.
Dude, I'm kind of bummed out. This did not work out the way I wanted it to. I just didn't get enough, like, at all. Like, I felt like I got nothing in the last hour. I got like 4 in an hour. That's so bad. 4 in an hour is ridiculous. It's literally nothing. Negligible. You can get a trainer flute and upgrade a slot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a one-time quest for it. True. I think it's useless to me. All right. I did say I'd read those messages. I'm going to read them in a second here. All right. So here's how this conversation went down earlier, right? For those of you guys that were here for that, I'm just going to read it off, and you can tell me again if I felt like I was being really reasonable. But he was being but like, I just don't like, I don't appreciate being gaslit, is all. So he messaged me, he says, yo. I said, yo. He goes, you looking forward to mom coming? I said, yeah, of course. He's like, can we leave a surprise for the kids? And I'm like, what kind of surprise? And I know in my head, as soon as he said surprise, that he means himself. And I'm like that, you're not a surprise. Like, you don't just, you can't just expect to be like, oh, I'm the gift. Like, that's not how that works. No one sees your unannounced arrival as a pleasant surprise. You're not a fucking soldier returning from overseas duty. You're my brother who lives in a different state, and you just show up unannounced. Like, that's not okay. So, he says, can we leave a surprise? I'm like, what kind of surprise? Says, and he describes himself. I said, like I told mom, I'd rather just come alone this time. I don't have the capacity for additional guests right now. Next time, when I'm not on cycle at work, will be better. And he goes, I'll sleep on the floor. I miss you. I'm coming for a few days. I'll get a hotel if necessary. I wasn't going to tell you, but I thought it'd be better if I did. And I'm like, I'm glad you did. I don't like surprises like that. I'm like, and I understand that, but let's plan it at a different time, more appropriate time. I said, let's plan it at a different, more appropriate time. I'd like mom's visit to just be about mom. Would you like to do Thanksgiving together or New Year's? So I'm like, I'm hearing what he wants and I'm offering him an alternative, right? And he goes, she begged me to come. Oh, let me see here. Skill add-on PvP if possible. Yeah, I got you, man. Bro, click the link. The link that Chrysidra put in the chat. Click on that. It has my add-ons in there, man. All that stuff is in there. That's what I'm saying. Go to the link. Trust me, go to the website. The website that Chrysidra linked in the chat above you, it takes you to my gear, it takes you to my add-ons, it takes you to my crystals, it takes you to everything, bro. It's all there. That way you can just go through it at your own leisure and copy what you'd like. It's a good resource for you. All right, so, sorry, returning to the story. He goes, she begged me to come with her. Please don't make me feel bad. I'm coming Thursday to Sunday. I'll get a hotel room nearby if it's too much on your house. Rent a car if I have to. And I'm like, I hear you, but you're not hearing me. I made this, I told mom in advance, I do not want this. I do not want you to come with her on this trip. And then I find out that you were trying to come along anyway. And it was going to be a quote unquote surprise. And now you're telling me not to make you feel bad about violating my boundaries. What the fuck does that like? And I say, what the fuck is that, man? You can't just show up unannounced. That shit is not okay with me. I've been very clear about that. He goes, I can't see you and the kids. I'll get a hotel room. And he, in his mind, he's not understanding that this really isn't about him seeing me and the kids. I've offered him alternatives. It's more about him just getting the way him doing what he wants the way he wants to do it. Right? And I'm like, I'm clearly not okay with it. Like, I'm not okay with the manipulation, the gaslighting, all that shit. So I said, you asked me a question and aren't taking no for an answer. And I even offered you alternatives. That is the fast track to pissing me off. And he says, damn. I said, I told mom this over a month ago as well. You two don't listen. That's a lack of respect. And he goes, I'm coming with mom. I'll get a hotel room nearby. Don't have to see you and the kids if it's that big a deal. He's like, sorry, bro, damn. Thought you would like to see me. And this is like the guilt tripping shit. I'm like, no, I'm going to tell mom to cancel her trip. I'll see you guys when it's convenient for me. Because clearly when it's convenient for you is not okay. You guys are just going to take liberties. Right? And I responded to him and said, I do not like surprises and unannounced guests. He's like, it's okay. I'm not coming to visit you. I'm like, cool. He's like, sorry, damn. I'm like, don't do that shit again. Because I don't want it. Don't do it again. Don't fucking do that shit again to me. Don't try and fucking stop trying to sneak one by me. He's like, damn, that wasn't the reaction I was expecting. I know you have your quirks, but it's me. I'm like, I told mom to cancel the flight. We're good here. And he goes, you can't tell mom not to come. Let her come visit you. What's wrong with you? I want to come. Please don't, or as I won't come, please don't make her upset. I'm like, I already did. I'm like, what's wrong with me? Show this conversation whoever you want, man. You need to check in with reality. I made my boundaries clear, and you both decided to cross them. And he goes, she's looking forward to visiting. I'm like, I was too. I was looking forward to her visiting, and not with this caveat. And he goes, I'm not coming. He's like, okay, then what's the problem? You don't want me to come, I won't come. Geez. And again, this is him taking it personal. I don't have a problem with seeing him. I like my brother. I want to see him. I just don't want to see him now. That's what he's not getting. That I don't have the capacity to entertain him and my mom and all the other things that are like my wife's health condition and my kids have school and that I'm helping somebody else out in a real life capacity. I have work still. He doesn't seem to understand that. I know how he is. He wants to be the center of attention. And if he comes and I don't give him that center of attention, he's going to be fucking boo-boo faced the entire time and act like I'm being a jerk. And so I'm telling him not to come until I'm able to entertain him. And he's like, oh, well, I won't come see you then. I'm like, you want to do this all or nothing bullshit? That is your fucking choice. Right? He goes, we do love you and we miss you. I said, you don't want me to come, I won't come. I'm like, I'm not worried about it. I don't need the additional stress. You're telling me you are coming, whether I accept it or not. And either of you, I will not accept either of you if it comes with caveats like that. And he goes, we do love you and you miss you. I said, I offered you a different time. You told me you were coming anyway. That's not acceptable. He goes, I won't come. Just cancel. So you just cancel on mom? That's not cool. I'm like, no. What's not cool is mom asking you to come after I straight up told her, no, don't, when she asked me if you could come. That is a complete disrespect. And then doing it in secret. And he goes, I don't want to come if it's that big of an issue. It's mom. Don't be like that. She wants to come. She wants to see the kids. She wants to cook for you. I'm like, I don't care if it's the president. I'm a very clear communicator. I have absolutely no reason to accept someone trampling my boundaries. I see that as a break of trust. And he goes, so mom can't come visit me now? I go, not if it comes with caveats, which it does. He goes, no, it doesn't. She'll come alone. I won't come with anymore. It's fine. I go, as much as I'd love to believe that, there's already been a demonstration here that what she says and what she does, they do not align. He goes like, oh, you're talking to me though. I'm like, and that my boundaries are not a consideration for you guys. I'm like, she asked you to come, right? And mind you, I called my mom between this. I did cook, and I talked about it a little earlier. I'll talk about it again. But in between this, I called my mom, and I was like, hey, did you ask my brother to come? And she goes, yeah. I'm like, Mom, we talked about this. And I said, I did not want to entertain another guest. I don't want another guest. Why did you ask him to come? And she goes, oh, I'm afraid of traveling alone. My mom has traveled multiple continents, half a world away, alone. You know what I mean? So that doesn't make any damn sense to me. I'm like, Mom, you're getting in an airplane. I'm picking you up on the other side. You're not going to be alone except for the time that you're in an airplane and you're surrounded by people. So what's the issue? So I don't understand that gripe. So my point is, my mom says that she asked him to come. He says she asked him to come. Or he says she begged him to come. Right? I said, Mom asked you to come, right? He goes, I don't want to come anymore. And then he says, I asked her actually and told you to leave it a surprise, not thinking you were going to react like this. I don't want to come anymore. I'm like, cool. But now either you're lying to me, she's lying to me, or you're both lying to me. I'm like, and I don't know if they think that I'm too stupid to fucking realize that, but I realized that shit on the spot. When you tell me that she begged you to come, right? And then she says she asked you to come, and then you say you asked her to come and you want it to be a surprise. That smells like bullshit. One of those cannot be true. So for me, that's a problem. And he goes, I don't want to come anymore. I'm like, I don't care if you want to come or not. That's not the fucking point. Like you acting like you're injured. You're not the injured party here, right? I'm like, you're missing the point entirely. It's not about seeing you or not seeing you. And honestly, I shouldn't even have to clarify that. And he goes, it's fine. Don't cancel on Mom. I'm not coming. There's no way I would come after this reaction. Let Mom come. I'm like, I told you I would be happy to see you later on. There's a reason why I told you no, or there's a reason why I told Mom no when she asked if she can come the first time. And that reason has nothing to do with what's going on with you. It has to do, he's the older brother. I'm like, it has to do what's going on with me in my real life. He goes like, oh, okay, no problem. I won't come. I'm like, she said she already canceled the flight. There's nothing left to discuss. And he goes, our niece paid for it. She can't cancel it. He's like, I just hung up with her. Please don't make her feel bad. Let her visit you and the kids. I won't come. Not a biggie. I still love you. I'm like, I love you too. And I'll call you when I get out of work and we'll talk about it. He goes, okay, text Mom. I'm like, I did, but I have to go into work right now. Cause this happened on my lunch break. So I'm like, instead of eating lunch, I'm like fucking dealing family drama that I didn't ask for. It just landed on my lap. I'm like, y'all did this on a very short break for me. I'll talk to her more afterward. Right? I'm like, I don't have time to deal with the fallout. So he goes, later, bro, please relax, bro. I'm not coming to visit you. You made it very clear I'm not welcome. I wouldn't do that to myself. And I said, I made it very clear that I do not have the capacity for additional guests at this time. And I'd love to see you another time when I can actually take off work and we can actually spend the time together. If you choose to interpret it that way, that's your prerogative. Right? And he says, no problem. And now I'm going to go to my mom's messages. And my mom said, and I'm like, I know my mom. My mom's passive aggressive. She's like doing this little guilt trip shit. And she goes, thanks. I'll cancel my flight. I was so excited to see you guys. Good luck and love you. I'm like, I was excited to see you too. I'm sorry it turned out this way. And she goes, don't worry. It's okay. I don't know when I'm going to see you again. Take care. And that's true. I don't know how much longer my mama has on this fucking earth. She's had 2 strokes already. Right? And I go, my brother says he won't come. You don't have to cancel unless you want to. Mom, when you asked me, I was very clear that I do not want additional guests. And for this time, I'd like you to come alone. I'm very upset that you asked them to come anyway, and I trusted you not to do that. You are still welcome to come, but if you decide to, please come alone, right? I don't think I'm being that unreasonable. So she goes, I'm hurt now. I begged him to come for 3 days. Don't worry about it. And I said, I have no idea why you did that, but let me know what you decide. And she goes, it's okay. Love you. I'm like, so is that a yes, I'm still coming, or no, I've changed my mind? And she goes, I don't know. I have to think. I'm hurt now. And I'm like, I'm not sure why you feel hurt. You violated my trust, not the other way around. You put me in a very uncomfortable position. And despite that, I am still happy to receive you, but only you this time. I'm like, if you decide not to come, I will not pretend that it's not hurtful and vindictive, because I feel like you're just saying no because I won't accept an uninvited guest that I don't have the time or resources for. You won't just hurt me, you'll be hurting my daughter, who has been very excited to see you and even told her teacher and her classmates that you're coming, right? And she goes, and I said, she'll be upset to hear that. I said, she'll be upset to hear that. You decide what you want to do, what you don't want to do. If you want to come, as like you decide. Sorry, let me rephrase. She said she will be upset to hear that you decided you did not want to come, and so will I. There are other factors too, so I just need to know if you're coming or not. And and then she doesn't respond, and I say, I'll let the kids know you're not sure if you're coming for now. Am I being the asshole? I'm going to read the chat at this point. So I don't know your family. From the context I've heard so far, it sounds like the core issue is that your brother's presence demands resources he is entitled to, i.e. being the center of attention. Yes, I like my brother. I want to spend time with him, but I want to spend time with him when I have the time to spend to him. Because when I don't have the time to spend with him and I shoehorn it, he acts like I'm offending him. He acts personally injured. He behaves like I don't care about him. And like, that's not the case. I just can't be in two places at once. And so I arrange my entire time. When he comes out, I plan activities for us to do together. I plan things for us to do together because he likes to feel fucking special. And because he's my brother, I indulge him. You know what I'm saying? And so like, I guess I'm just like, I want to be able to spend the time with him when it's appropriate to spend time with him. And my mom is also the same fucking way. So my problem is like, I can't do both at the same time. And I can't do it with all the other problems that are happening in my life. I just can't, right? I have things happening with my spouse, my kids, my work, and I have other activities that happen outside of it, right? So for me, I'm being responsible and trying to arrange a time so they can maximize their trip and enjoy their time the most, and so can I, right? So he says, bringing the center of attention, I think that he thinks that the resources that he is demanding is a bed, car, and offered to fix it by getting a hotel rental. Something needs to be addressed regarding the former. Yeah, I mean, the reality is it's not a matter of his hotel or rental or car. It's the time spent together. And he doesn't understand that my time is fucking valuable, and I have to arrange it in a way that I can actually enjoy our time together. Otherwise, I'm just rushing from one activity to the next. He was not disrespectful, but your big bro behaves like a bitch. I like my brother, but it is emotional manipulation. I'm not stupid. You're not gonna force something onto me and act like I'm the bad guy for telling you no. I didn't ask you to. So you saying, well, I'm not coming. Well, I didn't fucking ask you to come. If you don't want to come anymore, that's your prerogative in the future. I don't care. Yeah, it's a serious topic. Yo, back from lurking. Hope the stream's going well. Yeah, he says, yeah, no, all good, Verdict. I know you're just chilling, man. Not a big deal. Yeah, shit. Saw Tat, tune in. Yeah, tracking. Yeah, but like, am I being an asshole? He's married. Well, he's freshly divorced, I think. But I don't feel like I'm being an asshole. I feel like I'm being very reasonable. And they're both trying to fucking manipulate the situation. My family has a history of like unchecked fucking narcissism. They don't understand that shit. My mom will do like the woe is me guilt trip shit. My brother, he likes to be that center of attention. I like them both. I love my mom. I love my mom to death. I love her unconditionally, but I don't love what she does. And I'm at a point in my life where I'm not afraid to tell her that. And a lot of people a lot of the other family members do. My sister understands. I talked to my sister about this. I explained what happened, and my sister like completely understood me. She was like, yeah, that's like, you told them what your boundaries are. You offered alternatives, and they basically trampled them anyway. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I have one guest room. I don't have room for two people. So I'd have to like move my son into my room. But guess what? I already have somebody in my house right now. So I'd have to inconvenience them to move out and go do something else out in town. Like, I'm like, hey man, figure out what you got to do. I have somebody here that I'm trying to help get on their feed. So like, I have other things happening. I have other projects. It's not like you can't just bring someone in and expect me to be fucking okay with it or just deal with it. I feel like that's super inappropriate. Am I wrong? I'm just looking at like an extra, I'm looking for a sounding board. I don't feel like I'm fucking wrong about this, but maybe I am. Maybe I'm not looking at it right. Not wrong. I mean, I don't feel like I'm wrong. It's just a very selfish way to conduct yourself. Like, I'm telling you, hey, don't come right now. Let's do it later. And you're saying, I'm coming anyway? Fuck you. Don't come. I didn't ask you to. Then you're not asking me. You asked me this thing. I said no, and you said you're going to fucking do it anyway. You didn't really ask me, did you? I don't know. All right. So about Charlie Kirk. Regarding that topic earlier, Cook, you're still in here, yeah? You're not wrong. I'm not calling him that. I'm going to call him Cook. I'm not going to call him Cook. I'm not going to call him what he wants me to call him. I'm calling him Cook. Your name is Cook. It's almost disrespectful. You're not wrong. Okay. You're not wrong. They were inappropriate and did not consider your feelings, but they will also not understand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get it. I feel like I'm being reasonable. You're not wrong at all. You're an adult and you have your own responsibilities. No one, not even family, is allowed to infringe themselves on you unreasonably. Like, my sister came and visited and I loved her coming. But you know what she did? She told me in advance what she wanted to do. And I was like, okay, yeah, come on and visit. We set the time up. And when she came, every day we did something. Every single day I had an activity for her. I took her out to dinner. I took her out to shows. We went to towns. We spent every day that we were here together, we were doing something. And because I planned it that way, I wanted to make the most of her trip here and I wanted her to enjoy herself. What I don't want is somebody just to fucking show up unannounced. That shit's crazy. Not gonna lie, I've had toxic family members in the past. They had a history of denying things. I started writing minutes of discussions and recording interactions and getting them to sign under their words. I then bring up conversation with their signature and if they deny their actions. They stopped playing me and moved on to less organized family members. Yeah, that's kind of what's happening with me, honestly. Yeah, like it's not a matter of me not caring about you or any of that shit. It's just like, bro, I'm not capable of some shit. I need time. All right, so Cook, about Charlie, here's my problem. I don't care where you fall on the political side of the aisle. I don't care where you fall politically. I don't care if you're a leftist or a rightist or whatever the fuck you want to be, a mutist. I don't give a shit. I don't care if you're a nihilist. What I do care about is this man was assassinated, very likely for political reasons. It's a political assassination. He was expressing his First Amendment right, and he was murdered for it. So somebody who was doing something legal had an illegal action committed against him that resulted in his death. And this is not it's not outside of the trends. We had a president that was running for president and an assassination attempt happened against him. I don't want to live in a country where people are being politically assassinated. That's Russia. That's fucking North Korea. I don't want to live in a country where we are having political assassinations based off of our First Amendment right. We have rights for a reason. We have the right of free speech, right? As long as you're not hurting anyone or taking something away from somebody else, like trying to, you're not actually causing anyone harm, you have that right to free speech. And you also have a right to be safe in your environment, not be murdered, because murder is a fucking crime. So no matter how you look at it, it's a negative. This is a bad day for America. Murder is illegal, and he was exercising his right to free speech, which is legal. You don't have to agree with the message. You know how you express that you don't like somebody's message? You just don't listen. You don't give them attention. You don't follow them. You don't participate with them. You don't promote their material. That's how you show that you don't like their message. And that happens all the time, everywhere. But if people like his message and you don't, you're now thinking, oh, I'm going to murder them? How is that acceptable? How is that okay in your brain? You're a fucking reprehensible piece of human filth. You can't handle the words of another person, so you want to take their life in the most cowardly way possible while they're in the public, speaking in a public speaking engagement from the back of a fucking crowd? That's cowardice. And this is a part of us like stoking that the political division in our country. That's part of it. People don't talk to people anymore. They're afraid to be wrong. They're afraid to be confronted. And because they're afraid to be confronted and they're afraid to be wrong, they end up in these extreme situations where now people are dying because of that. Like, I don't care if I said it earlier, there's a lot of leftist speakers that I don't like. Right? I'm not like I'm not a right, like alt-right or anything crazy like that, but I'm like center-right. I believe in some things, I believe in some equality, but I'm center-right, right? So I like when we talk to like political commentators, we're talking about like people like Trevor Noah, for example, hard left political commentator. I don't like his comedy. I don't like his fucking jokes. I think that his takes are fucking ridiculous and they're stupid. But I don't hate him, and I would never wish death upon him. I don't like his message, but him as a person, he's probably fine. I'd probably drink with the guy, you know? Stephen Colbert, cringe at this point. Super cringe. Giga cringe. The shit that he's done, hard left. But, again, I don't want to see him hurt. You know what happened? People didn't like his message, so his show got canceled. But I don't want to see him fucking... I would never, ever in a million years want to see him be fucking injured for it. I would not want to see him injured or killed or anything worse, anything along those lines. And stop the hate and try to understand the other side. It's always ignorance and stupidness that leads to violence. I agree. People just not listening to each other. One side has an opinion, the other side doesn't want to listen to the opinion. So what do? They just don't listen to each other. Trevor Noah's a comedian. Yeah, he was doing the Daily Show after the legend himself stepped down, which he's back now. So cool. But yeah, like I mean, I don't have a hate for these guys. Like it's just like there is a part of us. There's an American out there right now who is cheering that this man died. I'm like, you're cheering that somebody died from a political assassination. How can you do this in good conscience? How can you do this and then put your head on a pillow at night and rest? Do you not realize how unhinged that is? You can't be happy that somebody died expressing their First Amendment right and nothing else. And somebody, like I said, a friend of mine brought up the fact, they're like, oh, well, he hated people like you because he hated Muslims. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what he hated. I didn't want him dead. I didn't follow him. I wasn't a big fan of him, but also I don't want him dead. And I think that celebrating his death is a level of unhinged that you've lost your fucking humanity. You've traded your humanity for a political ideology that does not care about you. That's the crazy part. You think being a leftist or right-leaning, the fucking parties care about you? They don't care about you. Those parties don't care about you as an individual. So stop fucking identifying as them. You're not those things. You might have beliefs that line up with those things, but you're not those things. What did Colbert do? What didn't he do? There's a lot out there on it, missed. I mean, I could pull up video after video. Did you see his fucking whole little vaccine dance? At this point, the dude, he's a sock puppet for leftist speaking points. That's all there is to it. He's a sock puppet. He was paid off to say certain things that he does not necessarily believe in. He used to do a comedy show that would sort of mock the right, and I liked that show. It was fun. It was a fun show. But his shit now is just cringe. He's just straight up fucking gobbling down the dick of the fucking leftism. It's crazy. He's just a puppet. Sorry. Webby, my man. Webby. Hit me in the face with every coin he's got. Thank God I've got all this armor on. What the fuck? Hey, Chris, Webby's talking about you. He said that you're going to be running 3 Doom horses with spoon engines. On top of that, you went to Cass's and bought 3 T66 turbos with NOS and Motec system exhaust. Is that true? Is that where all my money's going? How are you saying what? You just said what? I told you what he said, and then you ignored me? What the fuck? Yeah, it was disgusting. Listen, Ren, and this is... I'm going to get on my high horse for just a second, guys. I don't care what guild you're in. I don't care who you're with. I don't care who your friends are. If your friends are doing this shit, be the person to call it out. Tell them that's fucking unhinged, because it is. It's absolutely disgusting human behavior. It's reprehensible. We as Americans don't cheer for the death of other Americans that did not hurt or did not commit crimes. They're not criminals. This is not somebody who raped a child. This is not somebody who fucking ran a pedophilia ring on an island. All right. This is not somebody who was raping women. This is not somebody who was hurting people. This is somebody who is expressing their political belief, and he was killed for it. He has a family, and that family grieves. And and anyone who would celebrate that has lost their humanity, has lost their morality. They do not possess any. That's creature behavior. It's not civilized people anymore. Tell them that. Be that person. Tell them that because they need to hear it. They need to be checked by somebody in their own circle. Otherwise, they think that that shit's okay and it goes unchecked. All right, sorry. Don't worry about it, Chris. Just race and win. The requirements they're adding to Edania weeklies are stupid. What requirements are they adding, Chef? Oh, yeah. The AP and DP requirement is really dumb. That's a really dumb move. I don't know why they're doing that. Since when are we adding, like, why are we adding requirement? Why are we putting barriers into fucking weekly quests? Who cares? I guess they wanted to be more like the boss rushes, which is really dumb. This is clearly a direction that PA is taking, is we're going to see this more and more often, man. We are going to see this more and more often. Like, I hate to say it, but that's probably true. All right, guys, we've reached the end of the line. You know what I'm going to do? I kind of want to do a little RBF. You guys want to do RBF? You guys want to do an RBF before I call it? Yeah, true, Sandris. I 100% would, but I've never seen a leftist creator be murdered, and then people cheered that murder. I have not seen that happen. You know, so like it's like if this happens to, I don't want it to happen to that person. God forbid that happens. That would be so fucking terrible. God forbid that ever happens. I don't want to even get to the situation where that hypothetical becomes a reality. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who's streaming right now. I'm gonna freaking see who's live. Armin's live, but I kind of want to raid somebody new. Who's Karma Panda TTV? And there's this Hey Dad Games guy. Oh, I actually hung out in the stream a little bit. Let's see what this person's doing. No, they're not doing anything interesting. Boring. Hey Dad Games is yapping. He's yappatroning. He is an old man. That is an old man. Let's see, who else? Who is this person? Jigs? I want to make a smaller creators night. It's kind of like just jump in there and be like, hey, what's up, guys? Hugh just went live. Hugh Hotbar. He's gonna be jamming before long, bro. That guy blows up quick. Let's see. Let's go into the Black Desert category and see who's streaming. Soy Peachy. Oh, Trollzina's live too. I actually kind of like her V2 model. It's cute. I think she's primarily a Spanish speaker though. We're gonna raid Trollzina. We'll raid her. She'll be up for a while. Holy shit, she's been fucking streaming for 12 hours. Jesus Christ, William. All right, we're gonna raid her. Chris convinced me to play Borderlands 2 yet? Kind of. I am open to the idea as long as she's not going to be crazy. That's because why only right people get shot. Sandris, that is a statement about the left, not the right. If one side is murdering the other, it's a statement about that side, not the side that's being murdered, not the victims. You're victim blaming, bro. Come out of that. Hey, Cat, what are you doing? Get down. The hell, man? He's like on my display shelf. What are you doing? People need to stop getting angry at political things and worry more about the Terminators coming. True. I don't mean to contradict the point that cheering a man's murder is reprehensible, though personally I find it hard to be surprised by it, as when you stand for the extreme political ideology, which is perceived as a threat, and espouse that to more of a population, the likelihood that some unhinged individual will turn to unjustifiable violence as a reaction increases. So maybe the next person with the same values will think twice before they're using the same extreme rhetorical devices. Yeah, but murdering people because you don't like what they're saying is not okay. Like if I don't like what you're saying, I should be able to murder you. That's crazy. That's not a society. It's just that's animalistic behavior. It's like literally fucking third world country. It's not where I want to live, man. I don't want to be in that. All right, guys, we're going to raid somebody out. Guys, I want to thank everyone for being here today. I do. I want to thank you all for being a part of my stream, for supporting me, for being for all the subs, for all the bits that were gifted, Webby hitting us on the way out, for all the follows, both on Twitch and YouTube and Kick. Thank you guys so much for being here and being support and being just a part of my team. I don't have a stream without you guys. Thank you for chatting with me during that grind. It makes my life so much more fun when I just have you guys to talk to. And I appreciate you all for being here, man. I hope I didn't scare anyone with those conversations. I know they can be tough, but I'm not afraid of tough conversations. Guys, have a great night. God bless y'all. I'll be back on Friday. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on Friday. If this is your first time here, guys, drop that follow and come back, man. I don't have a stream without you guys. Until then, God bless, and I'll see you on my next adventure. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'll figure it out. it's just annoying, guys. I mean, I'm fine either way, but it's just annoying, you know? I just didn't feel, I just wanted to, you know, it's nice to get some validations. Like, yeah, okay, I'm not being a dick, because I feel like they're making me feel like I'm the bad guy here. I'm like, I'm the one who's the burden party.